What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What is going on, everybody? This is your man Dre Mack along with my man Bluminati.
What up? What up? What up?
And this is another episode of The Blurred AF. And on today, we are going to go into Master of the Universe. We're going to go into spoiler territory on Master of the Universe. And then we're going to talk about much more other stuff that is going on right now, man. So we got a jam-packed show for you guys. So, hopefully you guys are happy. Hopefully you guys are healthy and enjoy what we got going on today. You know what I mean? So, I say, man, you ready to get into it?
Oh yeah, you already know,
man. You already know what it is. Let's go.
What does this button do?
All right. Blue, what's going on, man? It's good to see you since I barely got to see you last week.
Yeah. Nah, I'm good, man. I've been out of commission. As you say, I ain't do no videos back, man. I went to Georgia. I don't know if it was the drive or what, man. Tweaked my back to where I could not run.
Oh yeah, that was most definitely that drive.
I was like, man, I got out the car because I went to go see my mom. I got out the car. She like, hey, man, she ready to give me a hug. And she stopped in her tracks. She said, what's wrong with you? I said, oh, no.
Back on fire.
And it just came out of nowhere, man.
Just came out of nowhere. Just stiff in that seat.
Man. But it put me down. What's today? I'm still got leftover remnants. It's Monday. I went up there on I want to say a Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So that's how long I've been down, bro.
Dang.
Yeah, man.
Dang.
Yeah. So
well, you've been down like how Chill been down to the people who ain't pre-ordering Vixen.
yeah,
damn.
Man. Yeah.
Oh snap.
Yeah.
I think what was
I'm in the Jax area. My bad. I wanted to answer him. Yeah, I'm in Jax, man. I'm in Jax. Yeah.
I'm about to say, what kind of seats you got in your car?
Man, I'm in the Lexus. I'm in the Lexus RX joint, man. I'm in the luxury vehicle.
Yeah. You in the floating sofa, the floating sofa.
I mean, it's an older model. It's, you know what I'm saying? But
hey, it's still a sofa. It's still a sofa in the seat.
I keep it clean.
Dog, I used to sell cars. Man, do you know old is new? Yeah. If you got an older vehicle that everybody liked back in the day, it's almost like you got a brand new vehicle anyway. That's the way people look at it because they like that style. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? A vehicle. Like I still want, even you know what I'm saying. I got my Mustang, but I still want a Beamer X3, an older model Beamer X3. You know what I mean? All-wheel drive. You know what I'm saying? Crossover SUV. You know what I mean? And because I like that style, you know what I'm saying? I like that look. So I get it. I get it. Let's shout out everybody who's in the chat right now. Let's get them cracking. Malale. I think I said it right this time. What's going on? What's good?
Malale Matai. Is that right?
Yup. You got it right.
Okay.
X-Men Xavier Phoenix, what's good? Maverick 77 Defender, what's up?
What up?
What's up? Mr. Alabukin, what's going on? Krisha Key, what's up? Lawrence of Arabia is up in here. What's good? Miss Roberta's in here, so you already know ain't no cussing.
Ain't no cussing.
Ain't no cussing. Jace is up here, man. What's good, Jace?
What up, Jace?
Jace getting this thing going, man. You know what I'm saying? I like to see that. That. Besides your back been hurting, man. I mean, you carrying the team, man. What's else been going on, man, from the world of entertainment that you see? Because I kind of want to talk Scary Movie, even though I'm doing it tomorrow. I kind of want to get your thought. Did you see Scary Movie 6?
I went to go see it, but I had to leave. like
Oh,
halfway
okay.
through it. Yeah, so
Oh, okay.
good thing I got a nice little deal on the tickets with AMC and everything like that. So I had to leave halfway through it, man. But we could talk a little bit about it. I don't. I think I saw enough of it to get a understanding of
A gist of it, yeah.
But I haven't seen the whole thing, so I'm not gonna give like a rating for it. But I can talk about. I think it's some pros and cons, and I think it lasts throughout the whole movie. I don't think it like changes throughout.
Or let me ask you this: what have you seen? Either people talking about. I know I made my video,
Yeah.
or whatever. What have you actually seen
Um,
that you're saying? Yeah, well, you know.
I've seen people who love it, right?
Mhm.
And I've seen people who are like, this ain't what I remember. You know, I've seen more of this ain't
This ain't
it
it.
ain't the same feeling. Not that it's bad, but I don't get that same feeling, which is what
Yeah.
I got. Now,
Yeah.
I think this is where I'm gonna start off at. This movie is doing pretty decent in the box office. Not pretty decent. It's actually the highest selling one for the
for this
Wayans,
weekend. Yeah, I'm about to say what
Um,
is 100
right.
something $1 million to kick this
and from
off. That's
my
all the Master
understanding,
Universe money.
right, right. From my understanding, it already met its budget's needs, which is a
Mhm.
good thing. So I don't want to talk about. I'm gonna talk about the business of. I guess that's been my theme lately for the Wayans brothers.
Yeah.
This is a good thing for them. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Regardless
Mhm.
of whether the critics ain't never like that movie, so the hell with the critics. If people are
Right.
going out and enjoying it, and it seems like that's what everybody are doing, the ones that are, and it's making this money. To me, this gives them a little bit of leeway to get back in the saddle. Because I think, they ain't been in the saddle. That's another thing too. This movie felt like they was rusty.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I 1,000% agree with that.
It felt like they was rusty. And it felt like a lot of like these jokes or these skits were written a couple of years ago.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we got the rights back. Let's write this movie, but they wrote it and then didn't update the script. That's kind of what it feels like to me. But all in all, from what I saw, it's not bad. The jokes just don't. They just don't hit.
Wouldn't hit.
You know what I'm saying? They just ain't.
Wouldn't hit in the way that you wanted it to hit.
Yeah. Because you got to think the Wayans, their type of comedy, real controversial, real things of that nature. Even the controversial stuff, it just seemed out of place a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Shorty, it just seemed overused. Like Shorty, it seemed like we saw this already. You know what I mean? And maybe we didn't need it, but maybe they needed it.
They needed it.
To go.
You could tell this movie was for them, not for. I don't say it was for the fans. It was for them, especially, and I'm not going to give anything away. Once you get to the climax, then you will understand what I'm saying on that. Once you get to the climax of the story, for me, what bothered me more than anything about this movie is that Scary Movie 1 and Scary Movie 2 had a thing. Right. So they were trying to play on Scream, the Scream franchise. I know what you did last summer, or whatever. It kind of stuck to that while throwing in occasionally a joke here to another franchise, a joke there to another franchise. Scary Movie 2, House on a Haunted Hill or whatever they were trying to do or whatever. It still stuck to a particular premise with jokes here and there to other things. And even some of and I think Scary Movie 2 did it better because it was jokes for the people that was there, like the shorthand jokes. You know what I'm saying? Take my hand. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that, where the character itself is funny. You know what I'm saying? And they're poking fun at themselves.
I would
this,
and not to cut you off. 3 was better than this. With
I don't like
With-
3.
I know, but
With
and the
Anthony
reason I'm
Anderson
saying,
and Kevin Hart and Sean
Um,
and
who was
what's his
that?
name?
That's,
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
Because and only reason why I'm saying that is Charlie Sheen does that. He
Yeah.
does that. You know, he does what it was Part 2. Hot
Yeah,
Shots
Hot Shots and all of that. Yeah.
He comes from that same vein, that same tree.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I'm saying that is because, like I said, I think that they were just rusty. And it's not that 3 just beats it out, you know, that just beats it out. I'm saying the same thing you're saying. 3 stuck to a theme. My issue with this was it just seemed like a whole bunch of skits put together that had nothing to do with each other.
Yeah. I mean,
You know what I mean?
For what when I was watching it, even with my notes and everything, I was like, the characters are funny. You don't really, you know, you can still be within that theme and write a funnier joke. You know what I'm saying? Based on the actual character, what the character is going to do. Like Cindy's daughter, like, you know, Cindy's daughter is funny. Is very funny, but they overuse certain tropes that if you just would have made the character do more physical gags, they kind of align with that character. And this is all at the beginning, because you see this in the beginning, you know, with Cindy's daughter, Brenda, and Ray's son, well, which is Kim Wayans' son, which is weirdly look like his uncle.
Yeah.
Like, that family got some strong genes.
I saw him on Instagram today, and I said, I thought it was
He looked like Keenan.
No,
he looked like Keenan.
You think he
He
looked
like a young Keenan Ivory Wayans? Yes, he looked like a young Keenan Ivory Wayans. It
seemed like they just smudged them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
they just all look alike. They just all they all favor each other. Them genes are strong, man.
But this is the thing. Like, okay, so if it would have stuck to a certain thing, like they tried to throw, you know, all these other movies into a Final Destination and Smile and Mama and all these other scary movies, to Terrifier, you know what I'm saying? Which they gave away that joke. You know what I'm saying? They gave away that joke in the trailer. So, you know, it was a few scenes delivered was funny. I'm not going. I actually laughed at and I laughed because of Deion Cole. Deion Cole had his voice, the seriousness in his voice, and it's funny. That was funny. What Sean was doing was wild work. Wild work. But I like to set up the premise, the punchline of that skit. And the other one, I don't want to really say it. It was the Michael skit, but it was okay. Yeah, that actually threw me. I had me laughing. And that'd be like, because I should have known with the hair. You know what I'm saying? When I was looking at the hair, I'm like, wait a minute, this ain't Michael. You know what I'm saying? But that was fun. That was funny. But there was like I said, there's a background gag where they was trying to do Final Destination, spoof on Final Destination. But they had these two characters talking about nothing because I was so entrenched of what was going on in the background. You know what I'm saying? With the roller coaster and stuff like that. In the very beginning of the movie, you really can't miss it. And I thought that bit was good. But a lot of the shorty bit. Yeah, but a lot of the shorty bit, especially the Get Out bit, and there's a lot of, I'm like, oh God. I know I'm not old, but
the Get Out bit, I'm like, we didn't need this. Like, because Get Out was what, 5 years ago?
That was a long time ago now. We on something. We on something else. We didn't need. And
it wasn't funny.
It wasn't,
because it was like he telling the story of him watching his mom's.
Yeah, like, that's weird. It wasn't funny.
Yeah, I'm like, what about this is funny? And I'm with you. Did I get too old? Am I too old to?
Yeah.
But
now, I love Scary Movie 1 and 2 though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I actually got all of them except for 5, I think. So I've watched this franchise.
2, they good. 1 and 2 are good. Like I said, I enjoy it because 3 stayed on the theme. I enjoyed 3. I hate that they weren't in it, you know, but I did enjoy 3. once they started adding Lil Jon, Snoop, and all these other people, I was just, all right, I'm good. I'm good.
Because it's kind of like me and my brother was talking about this. Like when you look at spoof movies like Spaceballs, Hot Shots Part 2, The Naked Gun, like Naked Gun, the one that just came out with Liam Neeson, did a way better job than this. And because you stick to even though that movie's physical gags wasn't as funny at times, it still stuck to a central theme of what is this franchise? What is the Naked Gun? We're going to stick to that. We're going to stick to that formula and make it work. And the Naked Gun was funny. The Naked Gun was very funny. You know what I'm saying? This one,
I think it was still work. And I don't mean to cut you off. Regardless of critics or even artists, it seemed like parody movies work. Like you said, Naked Gun just came out. I wasn't expecting Naked Gun to be a hit the way it did, but it was a hit. It was
funny as hell.
It was a hit.
And my biggest thing, like I said, was, it stuck to a central theme. This one, a lot of people were saying this, it's almost like a bunch of SNL skits thrown together. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of skits thrown together to make up a coherent story. And I know they were trying to spoof Scream 6. What is it, Scream 6?
Yeah.
Scream 5 and 6.
It was no. It wasn't even 6. It was what just came out.
Or which was
it was the one
5
with
so Scream 5.
5, yeah.
Yeah, they tried to spoof Scream 5. Yeah.
In
Summer 6. And it looked like some reshoots was done. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't land. It was the comedic timing was off. It's to me, that was just me. The comedic timing on a lot of the jokes was off. It was off.
But I'm gonna blame it on Russ. They're to me, they're too brilliant of what with the comedy thing. We ain't seen Sean in 100 years.
Anything.
You know what I mean? I hope we can get, I don't know, maybe another white chicks or maybe some original.
Because what they're gonna say, and this is the only downfall to when you've been successful like this, they're not gonna say, I can see what some people are saying as far as the critics, but this is still an overall fun time. Enjoy yourself. They're gonna say, look at our success. We had the biggest opening box office weekend for any of our scary movies. So whatever you say don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Whether we think it's stupid or not, they're gonna say it don't matter. The money that what matters. Whether we like it or not. You know what I'm saying? And I think
that's the bad part. Yeah. That's the bad part about it, because with the movie just being okay, and then you're thinking, well, shit, this is the biggest box office haul we done had with any of our movies. They're gonna be like, what? And who are you to tell us about the success? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, yes, it was successful, but I still need to show up for your next movie. You know what I'm saying? I need you to understand that I'm gonna give you some grace for this, for like I said, for being a little rusty or whatever. But I need you to understand, these didn't hit the way you might think that they. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I love that they brought that everybody came out. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I thought the Tiana Taylor bit was decent. The front.
It was cool. I ain't gonna lie. It was cool. It just didn't fit into the.
It wasn't funny.
It wasn't. It didn't fit.
Funny.
I think it was clever, but I don't think it was. It landed the way. I mean, honestly, I'm not saying. Maybe I am getting old, but it's almost an overuse of stereotypes. It's overuse of stereotypes. It's the overuse where it get kind of old. Like, okay,
well, I mean, but parodies
still a hood.
Yeah, but parodies is all about stereotypes. I think if you would have put Tiana Taylor in a situation where it seemed like she wasn't hood and then hood came out, probably would have worked better.
Yeah, this is what I put. I'm not gonna say everything just in case some people didn't read it or didn't watch it. I say cameo from the start with fourth wall breaks. Tiana Taylor is in the beginning. I'm not gonna say that part. They did the opening of Scream 5. Opening was okay, but weak as fuck compared to their other. Sorry, Miss Roberta. This is what I put. I'm sorry. I apologize. I should have put AF compared to their other projects. And that's what I'm saying. The opening was trying to parry Scream 5, where they had all of those different, we're watching Stab 2, and it really ain't Stab, is this, and we're watching. They tried to do that. Yeah, like, I guess. I guess.
Like I said, I'm not mad at it. I'm glad that they got their IP back.
Yeah, I am about that. Yeah, I'm most definitely happy about that.
Glad they got their IP back. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully this spearheads them into doing other projects. I wonder how much involved Keenan was in this movie, because maybe that could have been it. Maybe Keenan, because I know Keenan is probably the glue when it comes to writing.
Yeah,
because I think from my
he was a writer. He was a writer on here.
Was he a
writer, executive producer? Executive producer. He wasn't the director, because they say they had the same director for 1 and 2.
Okay.
So I don't know how much he was involved compared to Marlon and Sean, because Marlon and Sean is the one who was on the press tours. Marlon and Sean was making their rounds, on the different platforms and stuff like that, talking about it. So I'm not for sure, but let me ask you this, and we could get off of Scream. What's your favorite, if you could pick a Wayans Brothers project as your favorite? Like, I'll pop that in anytime. You know what I'm saying? And still get the same chuckle. If I seen it the first time, what would it be?
It might be two of them. It's probably Don't Drink Your Juice in the Hood. Probably that one and White Stick. Yeah.
I
would say.
If I was to pick two, it's gonna be Don't Be a
Menace. Hold on. I gotta run this. I gotta take it back. And I know it's not technically a Wayans Brothers, but Mo Money.
That's not a Wayans Brothers.
Money. I know, but it's two Wayans Brothers in
okay.
it.
So, okay.
And it's funny as hell to me.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna get you sucker.
Okay.
And don't be a menace.
Don't be a menace.
Yeah. Because I'm gonna get you sucker was the first parody movie I seen of there, and that's a clap. I was talking about ran that back in the household a million times.
That went platinum.
That a million times.
That went platinum out.
So
take the stairs to the window.
Take the stairs. Molly took the window. That mug is funny. That mug was funny, especially the my man. The man was like, yes, brother, we down for the revolution. His white wife. And it was like, pre-sold, brother. That man, classic. But yeah, if I would pick two, just a Wayans Brothers, that'd be the two. That'd be a two. And Don't Be a Menace of South Central is a classic because it's stuck to a thing. That's what I'm talking about. If you think about all of those, they stick to a thing.
Yeah.
If we're gonna do hood movies, we're gonna do hood movie. We're gonna do make fun of blaxploitation.
They only did two hood movies in that though, right? Well, because Juice they didn't really they didn't do Juice. Him saying you got the juice now, but they didn't really have juice in that.
Yeah,
other than the boy saying you got the juice now. That was a funny scene.
They parodied Minister Society and Boys in the Hood.
And Boys in the Hood, really. Yeah.
Just two.
Yeah.
Scream 6 parried everything they could possibly throw at the wall.
Oh, I take that back. They did do Poetic Justice.
They did Poetic Justice?
Yeah, with the mail truck and all of that. Remember?
Oh, yeah. But they did. Yeah, they did.
Mm-hmm.
But that was kind of like, it wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot, but it didn't feel out of place.
Right.
Like when you think about the way that they did that, it didn't feel. It almost flowed with what was going on because it was basically spoofing hood movies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The struggle of the hood. I got to get out the. Mm-hmm. So they were spoofing that. They did well with Boys in the Hood and Minister Society, and kind of threw in these little other ones.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Here and there. So, but again, it stuck to a theme. They wasn't throwing everything they possibly could think of at the wall and was like, We're gonna do that. We're not good. We're gonna do a streaming thing, and then we're gonna do Nope, and we're gonna do Get Out. And we're gonna do.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, that's too
It was just
much.
too much. Yeah,
It was just, it was overloaded with too much. So yeah. So yeah,
And
that
I don't think there were. I think with the scary movies that they picked, there were no memorable moments from those scary movies to parody to really do a parody on. And I think that's kind of what hurt them. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, back then, like you said, with the theme of those hood movies, they hit all the parts that were kind of, I don't want to say funny, but you can make fun of. Like, my baby's in the street, you know what I'm saying, off of Boys in the Hood. When he was swinging, you know what I'm saying, when Trey was on Boys in the Hood and he just came back from
right.
He was mad, he was swinging. Like, those are things you can pinpoint and make fun of.
It makes fun
of. There was really nothing to make fun of with these. Maybe Ma. Maybe they should have stuck more with Ma. Ma had some side eye situations going on.
Yeah, maybe, but they didn't even stick to that. They didn't even stick to Smile. They didn't even stick to Smile. You know what I'm saying? They didn't stick to. They didn't stick to. They didn't even stick to Scream. That's the problem. They didn't even stick to. I mean, they didn't even stick to Scream. So, again, like I said, there's certain parts I like them. Hell, I got a whole poster. The whole poster that we got from the movies.
You see, now that's what they should have did. I think they should have made Scream. I just looked at your poster, the Netflix, with the circle square, what is that?
Squid Games.
Squid Games.
Missed a complete opportunity.
Man.
Missed a complete opportunity.
About Squid Game. That's what it should have been about. That should have been the whole thing. Not trying to redo Scream or whatever. Scary movie should have been Squid Game.
Yeah. And I would have rocked with it. Yeah, I would have rocked with it. You know what I'm saying? But I you know, like I said, I see what they were trying to do. I'm not saying it was horrible or it's just the worst thing, because I Mando and Grogu, even though it's not a bad movie, it's boring as all get out. It's boring and there's no life to it. At least it's had life to it. It had life to it, it had energy to it. It just certain jokes didn't land. It's like watching a comedy special. When I talk about Crunchy Wayne's comedy special, I'm like, some of the jokes didn't land. It ain't no disrespect to him. It's just not that I didn't get it. It just didn't land for me. And that's where I'm at on that, on that for me.
Yeah.
So we have some people coming to the chat. What's up, Jaden Foreman? What's good? What's good? What's good? Feed a Gym, what's going on? What's going on? Dwayne, what's good? What's good? What's good? Let me see. Tony Robinson, what's good? What's good? What's good? Let me see. Did I miss? I thought somebody else came in here, but I think Joe Reed, what's good? What's good? Rick, what's good? Self-made hustler, what's good? What's good? Try to get to some of y'all, man. Okay, we good. We back on top. He said 6 months. That's how I felt. I'm not gonna lie. I think it was a little more for me. I'm trying to tell you. Now that I've been taking notes in the movies, I'll be reading it back like, golly. I'm not. It make it feel like I'm talking bad about it. I'm like, I'm not. I just at that moment, and I think that's good too. That I'm glad I'm taking notes. So when I go back and I say something, I'm like, I remember exactly how I felt because I wrote it down. I don't have to remember it. I wrote it down. So
Tony said it was funny. I think she didn't miss a beat.
Regina Hall. Yeah, Regina Hall's naturally funny anyway.
But she has still been doing this, still been doing it. She didn't stop doing scary movies. She didn't stop doing movies. She's still been in funny roles. And not saying that Marlon didn't.
Because Marlon's been working.
Right, but he's been doing a little bit more dramatic pieces, you know what I'm saying, than the funny.
He did the 50 Shades of Black, which I think was funnier than this.
Right, but that was, how long ago was that? That was about 7 years ago, 8 years ago.
Yeah, it has been a minute now. If I think about it, it has been a minute.
It's been a minute. Even what it was, Haunted House? What was it? With
Haunted House.
I think it was Haunted House.
Yeah, it's Haunted House.
I'm not saying he hasn't been working. I'm saying he kind of put the funny down to do the
Yeah, to
dramatic,
do more
right?
dramatic stuff. Yeah, they would do more
Regina's
dramatic.
been doing both. She's always
Yeah.
been doing both. You know,
Yeah.
so yeah, she I won't say that the new characters wasn't good.
There wasn't
I
given a
wanna
lot
say
to
that.
do either. And it's a
Yeah,
rehash of a lot of jokes. Like there's a joke with I called him Keenan Jr. because I know that's Kim's son, where they
Mhm.
rehash basically what they did in Scary Movie 1. You know what I'm saying? With a head joke. It's
Yeah.
the same joke. It's the same
Mhm.
joke, just you know what I'm saying, with a different feel to it. That's not gonna win me over if I already seen that. Like I would say this: you could go look at Blazing Saddles, which is Blazing Saddles is Spaceballs in Airplane in Naked Gun. Those I love smooth movies. I just named 3 of them. They are
You named 4.
distinctively different. You said what?
You named 4, not 3.
Oh,
Name 4.
I'm still keeping going.
Oh, Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah, Robin Hood Men in Tights. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But it's okay. So you could tell it's the scenario that's funny, and the people who just deliver. I give you this: Airplane got the funniest scene in the whole movie. You got June Cleaver from Leave It to Beaver talking about I speak jive.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And that was like the opening scene too.
Yeah, one of the early scenes of the movie.
Mhm.
That's funny because you're taking a person you would never expect to say something like that, and
Yep.
she is comic gold.
Yep.
Comic gold in just that scene. You see what I mean?
Yep.
That's how you make a person. That's writing. That goes back to writing. And I think the writing on this was, boy, the writing on this did not help your new cast. You got some people who look good, who are kind of funny and stuff like that. They kind of look the part, but the writing lends them no help because the writing kind of sucked. A lot of it, the writing sucked. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they just like I said. I'm gonna give them. I'm gonna just say they was rough. they was rough. That's what I'm gonna do.
He said the train scene is Brenda being murdered. Yeah, yes. Yeah, it's all over again. It's rehash jokes. You know what I'm saying? With some stuff that I'm like, why they put that in here? Because I ain't gonna lie, it was one scene. I'm like, why is this a part? Why is this taking 5 minutes of my time to do a dance number? This is dumb. I'm sorry. It made me feel stupid.
Yeah, because like I said, some of the skits just were out of place. There were no reason to be there. You know what I'm saying? Let me not say skits. They felt like skits. They were scenes of a movie.
Skits.
But they didn't have a place in them. I'm gonna go back to the, like I said, Shorty doing the whole Get Out situation.
Yeah.
Like that. Oh, they only should have stuck with Ray running after the boy. when Shorty was out there smoking, that should have been the only Get Out scene that they needed. That was it. Because I think they should have played on that just a little bit more. Because in that scene in Get Out, you know, that happens, and then he looks up and he sees old girl in the window.
Yeah.
And to Get Out, maybe they should have tried to recreate that whole scene.
Yeah,
in a
just
funny
recreate
manner.
it. Yeah, and then just make it funny.
But him going to sit on the couch and talk to the dude,
get all the seat cushions out.
Yeah, like then it turned into a nah, man. Nah, I'm good.
Okay, so Tony, Kim was Kim, but it was Kim being Kim.
Yeah.
And again, for someone in Blue is probably in the same category, who have watched the Wayans for a long time. We talking about the 11 color years.
Yeah.
All of this. There's nothing I seen that was new that made me be like, I like how they did that. Because that was fresh, that was new, that was dope. Nothing.
Nope.
It was nothing. Nothing I haven't seen before. That's the problem. Nothing I haven't seen before. What's up, Tina? James said never did an hour 30-minute feel so damn long.
Yeah.
It was some parts in there that drug along. I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna do my spoiler review in the morning, but
Yeah. That's why I'm trying not to
yeah.
get into it. I'm gonna let you.
I put
into you.
non-spoiler in. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm doing a non-spoiler review. Yeah, it's a non-spoiler review. So I'll talk about that in the morning. But yeah, I kind of feel you with some parts. I was like, dog, if you don't stop, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Move it along. How would you
Tony
feel
said-
if they brought in DJ Pooh?
DJ Pooh. I'm not saying he would have made it any better either. And the only because the wash. Okay, so I like the wash. The
Yeah, me
wash is
too.
kind of stupid. It's a little
But I
stupid,
like it.
but it's still
It's
fun.
funny, though.
Yeah,
It's funny
fun.
though. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, they made Snoop a little. Snoop was very funny in the movie when
Mhm.
he was giving, and then he was also a dick. So
Right.
because they didn't even have to go through all of that. He
Take
would
your ass to Snooty Fox.
So
And
yeah,
you ain't got the half of the rent. Take your
It's the Snooty Fox. This the mother your spot. No. Oh,
Oh,
well, yeah.
man. I mean, I think DJ Pooh should watch this and say, hey, maybe I need to jump back into the game. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I need to write some more movies, get back. I would love to see Brian Hooks do another movie. Three Strikes is my joint. I love Three.
Yeah,
Man,
Three Strikes is
went platinum in my hood that summer that it came out. Man.
Why'd you hit me, God? Why'd you hit me? God, why'd you hit me?
Yeah, man, Three Strikes is my joint. I would love to see a lot of these black directors who did the comedy stuff come back. Hopefully,
Gotta make a comeback.
Cube and Chris Tucker and Mike Epps together to do a like a Final Friday. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, I think, and I want to what I'm about to say is I want to get to this next subject, and it's probably not it's not on your bingo card, but it's about your girlfriend Lizzo. But I think I think the time, like where we're at now, we have to the box office is where it's at. I know it's money to be made in the box office, but Brian Hooks, DJ Pooh, who was that? Who directed Gary Gray?
Gary Gray.
Let's take over some of these streaming networks. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if we can take over some. You saw what Tyler Perry did. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a blueprint. To me, that's a blueprint. And the reason why I'm saying this is going, I want to transfer it to Lizzo. Let me see if I saved it. I think I did. Bring it up real quick. Yeah. So Lizzo, which is Dre's ex-girlfriend, and I don't think he rock with her no more too much.
Nah, she slimmed down.
Because she slimmed down, you don't rock with her?
Yeah. Nobody told you to lose all that weight, girl.
So a fan asked Lizzo, Lizzo not having a fan base is so weird to me when this woman was literally selling out arenas not even 2 years ago. Like, where did those people go? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Lizzo came back and said, hold on, where is it at? Here we go. Lizzo came back and said, I can answer this. The industry changed so much in the last 3 years. Streaming replaced radio, and I was a radio darling. That's how my fans discovered my music. Not to mention the very obvious and public attack on my career changed things. Hold on, where is it? Hit show more. Here we go. But I'm out here doing my absolute best, and you can knock, and you can't knock me for doing that. I want to address Lizzo. I'm for real. You know what? I'm gonna share this real quick so you can read it.
What's up, Ty?
Oh, Ty in the building. I ain't seen Ty in the middle. What up, Ty?
You know, we haven't seen Ty. We haven't seen what was dude? They were saying that James Gunn was gonna get kicked out of DC.
Who was that?
I just seen him on X too.
What's 6 that? I ain't seen 6.
Yeah, 6 of Truth.
Is it 6? Yeah, I ain't seen 6 in a minute, man. I ain't seen them in a minute. But yeah, this is
I haven't done a lot of stuff.
This is still waiting on them Lizzo emotes. But no, I want to address Lizzo because she said she was like, I'm a radio artist. Lizzo came out 5 years ago.
A little more than that.
Something like that.
I was about to say a little more than that. I want to say
She's
more like
not a radio artist.
2018.
Like,
yeah,
what make her she's a radio artist?
Just go to go look at your stream and see what she put about streaming her album. Do I want to stream your album after that's the way you? And then if I tell women that name, if I call women that name and tell them to stream my album, I'm probably not gonna go copper. You know what I'm saying? Now, what Lizzo messed up at was Lizzo was not on. She's okay. Yes, you're on the radio, but what nobody would listen to radio was listening to Spotify. And you had catchy enough songs where people that were doing commercials and stuff like that were replaying your music.
Playing your music, right?
That's where it was at.
She was selling out, doing all. Because even my wife went to go see Lizzo. I think Lizzo is a phenomenal artist, but I don't like her saying, "Oh, the industry changed so much in the last 3 years." What?
No, they did.
No, it did not. It did not change so much in the last 3 years.
You changed. You lost all the weight. You know what I'm saying? Arms all flabby, neck all big. That's your fault. Nobody told you to lose that weight. Your weight was you put it in the flute. You know what
I'm gonna tell you this. I think Lizzo, the fans walked away from you because you were saying one thing and then went and did another. You was like, I don't need to lose no weight, body positivity, yada yada yada. And when a person like me was like, I don't believe Lizzo. Lizzo is gonna lose some weight. I just knew it was gonna happen. Cause she was on she was on Mando.
Yeah, she was on episode. No, it wasn't Mandalorian. It was Ahsoka. Episode of Ahsoka.
Once I saw her on a big budgeted mainstream situation like that, I said, oh yeah, she gonna lose weight. Ain't no way she gonna stay there. Nah. And I don't even think the scandal with the dancers would have knocked her down.
That didn't hurt.
I don't think that hurt. What hurt her was losing. I'm telling you, like Dre said, losing the weight. Here I am, big, you know what I'm saying? Body positive, big woman or big girl or whatever you want to say. I love you, Lizzo. We blah, 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 blah. You saying, don't worry about the weight, girl. We're going to get all the dudes anyway. They want us anyway. Then I see you and you over here slim down. Well, hold on, Lizzo. That's what those are the fans that you lost, Lizzo.
Yeah, you lost the big girls. That's what you lost. You lost the big girls. That was cool with you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And the skinny girls who sympathize with the big girl because they're like, well, Lizzo out here lying. Like, that's why you lost a fan base. And you haven't had anything good. Nothing was catchy. You know? Nothing was good. What's been catchy? Wonder when someone loses a lot of weight and they still got a big person. You know who freak. You know what? And I'm glad Lizzo lost the weight. Hey, if she need to be healthy, be healthy.
Yeah, it's about being healthy, but it's about the image that you were portraying. You were portraying, I could be sexy at this weight. And when people were saying, Lizzo, hey, it's about your health. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be, look, Jill Scott big and sexy. Let's get it. Jill Scott can get it. Any day, not anytime, night or day. As a big, sexy woman. So it ain't about people see, I think this is a misconception. I you know what I'm saying? I want to see if you agree with this or the fellas in the chat agree with this. You can have a big girl that's pretty as hell. Would we like you to be healthier? Yes. But even skinny people are not healthy. I was a prime example of a skinny dude that wasn't healthy. But you could be big, just be a healthy big girl. Just be, you know what I'm saying? Have a healthy weight. It ain't about your size. If you look good, you look good. You know what I'm saying? The people was trying to make fun of Lizzo because Lizzo was coming out here in assless chaps like she was Prince. It was like and stuff like that. And she fought against a machine and was winning. She was fighting what's his name? what's old boy's name?
Who that?
Dr. Boyce Watkins. Dr.
Boyce
Boyce
Watkins.
used to be trying, but Boyce was trying to get after Lizzo every chance he got, and it just fueled Lizzo more to be this sexy bastard. That's what you said. I'm gonna be sexy no matter what my size is. You know what I'm saying? And then you drop the weight. You know what I'm saying? Nah, big dog. You know what I'm saying? Jill was when Jill left old boy or Why'd I Get Married? Is with me.
Yeah. I went to go see Jilly from Philly a couple years back, man. One of the best shows I ever been to, man. Love that lady. Boy, I bought all her albums too.
Oh, Jill.
Yeah. Big
Jill
fan of Jill Scott. Big fan, man.
Jill, fine. Well, first time I heard her on that The Roots.
That wasn't Jill.
That was what she's on a version. It was Erykah Badu and Jill Scott.
Yeah, no, she is on the version.
Yeah,
but that was Erykah Badu. The version you heard was later. They didn't because
they did a later version with Jill. Because it's in the demo. The demo's with Jill. And then and then the version that you hear on the radio is with Erykah Badu. Yeah.
Because it was something to do with the label with Jill and the label or something like that. So they put Erykah Badu on it. That whole song is a horrible song. And I don't mean like horrible as in bad. I mean business wise. Eve didn't get credit.
Oh yeah, business wise.
The song.
Yeah, because Eve is on there. Yeah.
I think Jill Scott say she didn't get paid.
She didn't get credit.
Writing the
she doesn't have a writing credit. Yep.
Yeah,
she
like
have a writing credit.
All the business of that song is horrible, man. One of the best songs the Roots ever did.
That song is fire. Beat, song, lyrics, the whole nine fire. It's one of my favorite Roots songs of all time.
Yeah.
Favorite. Period.
Dope ass song. But I just wanted to bring in and see what you thought about Lizzo saying that, because to me this also goes into, she's talking about things changing into, I was a radio artist, streaming. How does a artist, whether you do music or movies, transition from what you're used to? Lizzo was saying that she was a radio artist. How does she not know the transition into streaming? Even though I'm calling BS on what she's saying. How would you not know? Why would your team not transition you from being radio to streaming? Because everybody transitioned from, and I do want to say this though, Dre. Radio is still something, but it's not streaming.
It's not. Yeah. Okay. Let's just say this.
Mm-hmm.
Where was Kendrick Lamar after Vic Morale and the High Steppers? Where was he at?
Mm-hmm.
And then he comes out.
He sat down after he did his tour.
He sat down.
Yeah.
He sat down. You didn't really hear from Kendrick in spots until the beef. Until the beef nobody forgot about Kendrick Lamar. Ain't nobody was like, oh man, what is
that's why I don't get what she's saying. Like, how
it doesn't make sense.
Are you the only radio artist? Like, who else was the radio artist they blew up? Was Drake on the radio? Was Kendrick on the radio? Future? Like, I'm pretty sure all of those people was on the radio.
Look at what Tim's is doing. Do you see what I mean? Yeah, and she's not even American.
Like,
so
it's just weird to me. Her saying that just don't make sense.
It's an excuse for people not buying my music. When, you know what I'm saying? Me not making any money in the industry is because I had to train. She act like, hold up. Michael Jackson is the #1 streaming artist with Thriller.
Yeah.
With Thriller.
A radio artist.
Okay, a radio of radio artists.
A radio artist.
Yeah, it don't matter. Make good music.
I don't want to hear that, Lizzo.
Just make good music. It's really about making good music. Stop saying that. Just you got to make good music. And what Lizzo has some catchy tunes, catchy songs. You know what I'm saying? Where you're listening to it and you hear and you know who she lost, honestly. And I didn't say this earlier. We can move on after this. She lost her white audience. The white woman audience.
Yeah. You're not lying.
You lost the white women audience because they were playing the hell out of her music. When you lose the white women audience.
the Susie Homemaker white audience, that
Mhm.
stay home wife, trad wife, or whatever they call it, that audience, the ones that watch The View in the morning.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm
You
saying?
right.
So when you lose that audience, your pockets get a little slim,
Yeah,
just a little bit. So yeah. But yeah, man, that's what I think on that.
That's crazy. And she's on the was she in the movie? Because I didn't see her in the movie. I
No,
only
she's
got
not.
halfway through it.
She's
But
not.
I know she got the song.
She got the song, but she's not in it.
Yeah,
And then you got
not
a
in it.
song with Sexy Red. You and Sexy Red is a complete opposites when it comes to artistry.
But see,
All
that's
right, whatever you want to do, man.
Lizzo is trying to get the shock value. And I think it's like Lizzo graduated to a certain level. And she keep trying to make the level that she graduated to like sophisticated ratchet. Like you say, walking at the Lakers show, you at the Lakers.
Yeah, with Ashley Chaps.
With your ad, like it's kids here. Lizzo, yes, they had every right to come at you about you walking in a arena like
and it ain't like a sexy booty either. They're like,
right. Hey, look, to each his own. There's somebody out there who like it, to each his own, right? But I'm with you. You know the rules, Lizzo. You know the rules, and you trying to hijack and sabotage the rules. Cool. It's a lot of people try to fight against the machine, but to me, it's like once you get up there, you know what I'm saying? There are certain rules that you have to play by, and if you don't play by them rules, they will kick you back down the mountain. And that's all that is.
She had on chaps. She had on booty chaps.
She thought she was Prince.
Yeah. It ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying anything it ain't me. I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I ain't mad at anybody else who do it. Because I ain't gonna lie. Lizzo, hey, there's a point in time I would have been like, you know what? You know what I mean? Like, come on over here. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what's going on.
Cute and, you know, like I just
Lizzo
said,
is an artist. That's what pissed me off. Lizzo can sing. She can play the flute. She can play instruments. Like,
but she want to do that. She want to do, and that's what I'm getting at. She wants to do that, and it's like you don't need that shock value. You are dope at what you do. You don't have to do a song called what it is, hoes or whatever it is. Like you don't have to do that. Why you want to be a hoe, Lizzo?
Everybody want to be that. Everybody want to be something that they not. You know what I'm saying? I want to be rich because I was poor my whole life, and rich people want to be poor and in the hood. Why? Because we dream and destine something that we're not, and it never works.
It's just weird to me. Women, y'all, what? Like, why go back down to like hoeing? And I'm sorry, Miss Roberta. Please excuse me. Turn your ears off. Hoeing is something that you do when you don't have the money.
Times
tough. Why you don't need to be hoeing?
Yeah, unless you outside with a gardening tool. You know what I'm saying? Making sure you get stuff up.
in the garden. But yeah, you don't. Come on, baby girl. Why? You know what I mean? Come on now.
Hey man.
But yeah, let's move. Let's keep it moving, Dre. What you got next up to talk about, man?
I actually didn't. I want to get into He-Man.
Oh, okay. Well,
even though He-Man, what's sad is He-Man is going to be a streaming darling. It's going to be a streaming darling because it's not going to make its money. Right now, it's only tracked to make 56 million this weekend.
Yeah, for the weekend.
Which sucks.
Some people, I talked to some people. Reached out. And then because I reached out after I read what I read, so Amazon did. I guess they did. I forgot who it is. Did an interview with Variety, I want to say, and they said that they're not looking for He-Man to make money. This was not the plan. The plan is not for He-Man to make money. This is the plan to sell toys. Toys is up for He-Man.
Oh yeah, I mean, He-Man sitting right here. He-Man toys sitting right here.
Now you can take that how you want to take it.
I don't think it was 15 years too late. I don't. Scream 6 was late. But I'm not. I don't think so. And this is the reason why. What other fantasy adventure? Oh, you still got that. Oh, okay.
No, I
What
got that.
other fantasy adventure is out there that's like He-Man? There's a fantasy sword
Mhm.
swinging adventure. There are none. So I don't think it's late. I think it was for a niche audience. That's the problem. It wasn't it wasn't to me, and I rewatched it again. Rewatched it on Blackbuster. So we watched it at Blackbuster. So I don't think it was 15 years too late. I think that it served an audience that prior to they was a servant to their audience, to a new audience, like bringing out other stuff. So this is what I mean. If they would have had a video game, if they would have did that Master of the Universe video game, the same time TMNT did their video game, Shredder's Revenge, then you would have had something. You know what I'm saying? Because you're like, oh, what's Master of the Universe? Oh, there's a video game coming out, and here's a new cartoon for a minute. Besides Revelation, here's enough. Feed the people what it is, because this movie is coming down the pipeline. So feed it every single time. Kids don't know what Master of the Universe is. I know what Master of the Universe is. You know what I'm saying? People my age range does. But these new kids don't know. So replay the old cartoons. Mattel should have did what and I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut this short. I'm gonna land my plane here in a minute. Mattel should have did the same thing Hasbro did. When anytime something Transformers coming up, go to Hasbro's YouTube channel. They're playing nothing but G.I. Joe, Transformers, whatever Hasbro property is getting ready to come out. They're playing it 24/7. Mattel didn't do that.
But they didn't do that with Barbie neither. And Barbie went.
Well, Barbie is a totally different monster, though.
I'm just
Barbie
saying,
has been in the zeitgeist of little kids since the 60s.
True. I'm just saying that they didn't do it with Barbie though. And Barbie's merch is down.
Yeah, but it's still Barbie. When you talk about He-Man, He-Man was big when we were kids. He-Man was the greatest selling toy.
That might have been the first toy I bought. Might have been the first thing that I was into as a kid.
Man, it was
probably
one of the
He-Man. I want to say.
I wanted a He-Man toy, but I got Transformer and Knight Rider, so I was cool with Knight Rider. But I always play with my cousin's He-Man toys. But it was. But remember, He-Man was at there was no other.
There was nothing bigger
toy line that could compete with He-Man for about 3 years besides Transformers.
Maybe G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe was.
You even think G.I. Joe could?
Yeah.
At the height of He-Man?
Because remember, I think G.I. Joe was like the first action figure.
Yeah, but remember they scaled it down to match the same look as the Star Wars toys, because they had.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. I think I'm not saying that He-Man wasn't like one. I'm saying there was one, and then there was probably G.I. Joe like right under. Because remember, Transformers was expensive, depending on what you got. Like, and you could never find Megatron, but Optimus Prime was expensive. That I do know. Because remember, everything was die-cast.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
everything was metal. Everything with Transformers was metal involved, unlike now. Because I remember buying Ramjet. I remember having Starscream. My brother had damn, who did he have? Damn, I can't.
But you see how you just keep naming. When they stop. Okay, what people don't understand is that
Astro Train. He had Astro Train.
I just literally got a new Astro Train in the mail. I got Transformer boxes sitting. It's like 8 boxes just sitting over there that I haven't opened yet. But the thing is, they kept going. When He-Man did 2 seasons, 65 episodes a season, which is wild. That's 130 episodes. So you got enough material. When He-Man stopped, it stopped. And we didn't get another He-Man to the new Adventures of He-Man, which sucked. He-Man in space.
Yeah, that was
trash.
That was
trash.
bad.
And then we didn't get another He-Man. We didn't get another He-Man for another 20 years. To 2002. That's the next time you got another He-Man.
Mm-hmm.
This is and I said this because this is the reason why we were like, with T'Challa and Black Panther. when you lose the zeitgeist of the people and you have this just moment in time where it's nostalgic, once you stop making or producing that, it gets old. You try to do it with something else, nobody wants it. You try to bring it out again, it don't last long because you miss the opportunities to evolve.
People don't understand that.
Yeah.
People don't understand that. No, I agree with you on that. I'm just saying is, as far as what Mattel and Amazon, you got to think too. Amazon is not the typical studio slash streaming service.
Yeah.
They're not.
Yeah.
I make money hand over fist by you ordering things from me.
True. But you still got
damn near unlimited.
So you think they're gonna just make money off of merch?
Well, that's what the guy said. The guy was like, the toys is up. We looking at the toys. The next thing they got, and this is what I look at. I look at this was the test run.
That's a good because I was doing the same thing with my kids too. My kids know about Michael Jackson. They know about Transformers and all that from me. Turtles, me.
My daughter does. My son, I try to get him into stuff like that.
He's like, I'm all right. I'm good.
Like,
She-Ra.
I'm good. But no, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the stream. So I think Masters of the Universe, and I do think with I do think we get a sequel. But I think this was a test. We make some money at the box office. Our real calling was to put this on streaming anyway. We put it on streaming. Yeah, that's what I think. I think them putting it in the box office, let's see how much money we can make in the box office. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, because Voltron is next up.
Yeah, and that's coming straight to streaming.
Well, I think if this would have worked, they would have
jumped it from streaming
to slide this into because originally it was
the movie theaters. Supposed to be a movie. Yeah, with Henry Cavill.
I think if this, let's say this gathers some legs in the next 2 to 3 weeks and just hit even, I could see them saying, you know what? I could, because I look at things like Pacific Rim. Pacific Rim made a lot of money.
Yeah, even though the movies is not good.
The movie was not that great, right? But it made a lot of money. Why I can't make a lot of money with Henry Cavill and Voltron?
Not saying it could, but again, it's all. I think our generation, if it's not, because I just wrote. So this is why I pulled up because I just wanted to see. Yes, Transformers ultimately became a much bigger selling, long-lasting toy and media franchise than He-Man. While Mattel's He-Man, Master of the Universe, debuted it first in 1982 and was a massive early pioneer of 80s toy-to-cartoon market, and popularity peaked and faded before the end of the decade. That was the problem. It peaked in there was nothing else. And then because, and honestly, if you go back and watch the old He-Man cartoons, there are a lot of PSAs. That's what it really is. It's a gigantic PSA for kids, which is nothing wrong with it. Yeah, it's a commercial
for the toy. That's all.
Yeah, it's a commercial for the toy, and then you got a stern talker to about not how not to be like Skeletor, or how, you know, if you do this is what happened. But you got the power. You know what I'm saying? It's just
yeah, right.
You know, so it was good for its era, but I think with this, and we're going to get into the actual spoilers. I think with this, the marketing should have started 2 years, but I knew the marketing started, but not as heavy as they did, because they put out a bunch of 80s redone, remastered Master of the Universe toys. They did that. They never put the show back on. That's
I'm with you. Well, they did have the Kevin Smith, like you brought up earlier, the Revelations. I don't think they did a big enough, or I think they had the wrong person involved with that, and I think they let the whole first season with Tila being the main star of it, they let that storyline, and I don't mean the storyline in the show, the storyline of the people saying, oh, this is woke and all of that stuff, they let that get out of hand.
Where they at now? Why they not support? Why they not beating down the walls of YouTube saying how you need to support Master of the Universe? No, real talk. You got a strong masculine white man That's the lead. That's the lead of the whole movie. Even the girl is not a girl boss, and she saves him so he can, you know what I'm saying, at one point in time, because his alter ego is not yet He-Man. Where is the girl? Where is the people that are supposed to be clamoring for this? Where's Tyrone Magnus?
With Tyrone, those you got to think they grift. So they can't show up. They can't show up in support of something that they think they're in support of. You see what I'm saying? Because the only reason why they're saying something is woke or whatever, you know, using those things is for the money. It was never, they never cared about the property to begin with.
Of course.
They never cared. And that's the whole thing that be getting me. It's like, but y'all don't care. Because if y'all cared, y'all would this would be, like you said, this would be at least at 100 million, right now. At least, or 90, somewhere around there, right? And then you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna capitalize off saying that it's a flop.
Exactly, and that's what Tony just put, which is their fault. It's I wish they would. I wish because this is exactly what you're looking at. Masculine white man, which again I think even though Sir Idris Elba is in it. Them casting the unknown as He-Man probably hurt a little bit, but he was fantastic as He-Man.
Yeah,
he was fantastic as He-Man. I think it's not like when they cast Chris Hemsworth as Thor. It's not the same because everybody know who Thor is. Everybody know Marvel. There's a way bigger property. I wish they would have, and then Jared Leto's weird. You know what I'm saying? He a whole sex fiend. So they didn't even have him on the press tour.
I think he wasn't even on the press tour. Jared Leto, right? But I don't think he needed to be on the press tour. I think they should have marketed Skeletor more. That's what I think.
Skeletor is gonna be this funny,
man.
Then
Jared Leto killed, and I know it's Jared Leto. I get it. Everybody's off of him and all types of stuff like that. He killed in this.
He did.
He killed. And if y'all been, I've been going back and forth with a lot of people about their 80s Mount Rushmore villain, and I always say the Skeletor is like number one for me. If Thundercats actually does happen, and we can get somebody to be a dope at, I told people, I said I want to play.
Mumra do not play like Skeletor though.
No, he don't. But I would. The only thing about Jared Leto's Skeletor, I like how he was turning it on and off, like being serious. But they didn't. What I didn't like was they didn't take him serious. You know what I'm saying? Like his underboss, his
underlings.
Yeah, they didn't.
They didn't take him seriously in the show either. I watched an episode with my son today where Beastman was like, I cannot wait to overthrow you. You gonna get your comeuppance. He's like, what did you say? No, roll it.
All right, let's get into the film. Let me tell you what I didn't like. Let's start there. What I didn't like about the film was we didn't get enough world building. Not enough world building.
Of Eternia?
Yeah. I don't think we got enough world building of Eternia.
I think we did.
And this is what I mean. And I saw you talk about it. I think it was today or one. I think you said something about how there was no origin for Fistos and Mechanic and all. They was just named from Adam being a kid. Like, so what were they named? Who are these people? We know Duncan is the man of arms. Tila is her real name. The warrior princess of power, I think, or something like that is what she, because she becomes the
sorceress.
The sorceress. Mechanic didn't have a name. Ram Man didn't have a name. Like, they ain't people.
Steve.
They just
Steve, Randy, and John.
Yeah, like they just, who are they? And that's what I mean by no build. You know what I'm saying? No build up. Why is Fistos? Why he got a fist? Why is Mechanic how he? Are they even involved with being part of the Royal Guard or whatever? We don't. These people just showed up and was punching.
Well, I mean, they was all in the dungeon. And they was fighting
Right,
it because they wasn't part of the Royal Guard because they was fighting at the beginning.
But they made it seem like they was just fighting because they were getting attacked by Skeletor and everything
But
like that.
He got on the Royal Guard, and that's when they came out and was fighting with them. That's when Mechanic, Fisto, and Ram Man showed up at the beginning.
And I'm like, okay. I mean, it was dope to see. They and then why did they bring Karg back?
Ain't no wrong with Karg. That's an 87 deep cut.
Real deep cut. I would have rather than brought Blade. What was it? Was it Blade?
You talking about
he had the iPad from the movie. Remember, it was two original goons that they.
Oh yeah, Blade. I think it was Blade.
And I was like, damn, is that because when the goons first walked in and I saw Karg, I was like, that looked like old buddy from 87.
You look just like him. I'm getting my notes.
And then I was like, oh, that is him. As soon as I saw the hook, you know what I'm saying? And he brought out his little blade. I said, that is him. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. But to me, it was just the world building. I like that they leaned into the cartoon of it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially at the end, like them all laughing. I remember watching the episode where they just doing
cracking
laugh.
up.
Yeah, like doing the whole, you know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, they leaning heavily into the cartoon. Adam could have been done better. I think Adam could have been written better because that was not the Adam that I was expecting. I was expecting Prince Adam, not goofball Adam, I guess. You know what I'm saying? This was like Robot Chicken Adam. This was not
Mm-hmm.
Am I right though? Was this not like Robot Chicken Adam? I'm expecting Prince Adam, man. That's what I was expecting. But
were you expecting that same voice too?
No. I mean, I knew it.
Hi, I'm Prince Adam, and I work in human resources. I battle the forces of paper clips.
Now, I was expecting, it's a brand new actor, which I'm not mad at. I think he did a good job. They can only do what's on the paper, and I think he did. I think he performed what Mattel wanted him to do. Travis Knight is the director who did Bumblebee and things like that. I think he was handcuffed.
I didn't know that was the Nike's owner, creator. I didn't know that was his son till today.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that either.
Yeah. That's his son.
But yeah, I think he was handcuffed. Not necessarily in a bad way, but I didn't get a lot of Travis Knight from this. It seemed more like we got to do this for Mattel. That's what it seemed like. We got to do this for Mattel. Which, I mean, duh. You got to do it for Mattel. They paying the money. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not really disappointed in this movie. This movie, my son watched it. He enjoyed it. He loved Skeletor. He was like, I don't know who He-Man is, but we went to go see it, and he walked away. He said the only person he knew was Skeletor when we first, you know what I'm saying, before we went to go see it. And I don't know. I felt good watching it. It was fun. It's not like I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? After watching, I was like, nah, this ain't $1 billion movie. I knew it wasn't nothing like that, but it was fun to me. I really enjoyed it. I think it should have legs. I think hopefully word of mouth gets out there. It was just like you said earlier this morning. It's fighting against the Wayans brothers, and it's fighting against
obsessed and back room.
It's fighting, man. It's a fight that I don't think Amazon or MGM thought about that they were gonna have. And that's why I think that they just threw it out there as a let's see what it can do. Because it's like you going up against Scary Movie 6 with the Wayans brothers, like and these horror movies that's been kicking behind for the past month and a half. You know what I'm saying? Devil Wear Prada 2 is still.
I ain't really mad at it though.
No, I ain't mad.
Michael is still at the theaters.
Like it's a fight, man. It's a fight. It is.
So this is some of the notes that I took. Eternia looks awesome. Gives a Thor feel. Feels like Ragnarok. And and the reason why I say that I think they did well with the world building because at the beginning of the movie, while Adam is narrating, which is very classic 80s cartoon, he's narrating about the world of Eternia and how they got created, the Sword of Power, King Grayskull, all of that. You know what I'm saying? And then you get to that. Then you get to the battle. And then once you get to that opening, the opening sequence, which I put, Adam is a goofball as a kid that likes to play, and because he got kicked out of Eternia because Eternia fell because of the hands of Skeletor. Once he comes back, that's all he knows. He just knows being kind of a goofball. So rewatching it for the second time, I think he's been wanting to go home, but he never grew up. We don't know anything about his foster parents.
Yeah, but see, that's the world building that's missing. Yeah, it's a 25-year-old guy.
Yeah,
right?
They've been gone for 15 years. Yeah, he left at 10.
Right. But he still got into Oklahoma City Coke. He keep telling people about Eternia and all of this, that, and the third. When do you be like, I don't necessarily need it. I can keep looking for the sword and all of this, but why do I need to keep telling people? Huh?
That's what his roommate said. His roommate said, how about you not tell people
like
that you're from a space planet with talking cats?
It made it seem like Adam is stupid. It just made it seem like Adam is stupid.
I don't think he was stupid. I think he was what do you call that when you
overshare?
No, when you I forgot the medical term for it, but when you not saying he's not out of reality, but he's so focused on what he was as a kid, he's not focusing on what's the adult things you need to have on in life. And I think that's where a lot of people were saying, Adam, you need to grow up. But I think it was also allegory for us, the audience, that felt like we don't want to grow up. We want to continue to have these toys forever. You see what I mean? We want to continue to be this childlike. We want to have, I got over 300, 400 some odd toys down in this basement. And somebody might come down here and be like, hey, man, you need to grow up. Ain't nobody trying to see all these Transformers, He-Man, and all of that.
Are you on a date? Are you on a date talking about your He-Man collection?
Man, hey, look, you ask a question, you don't get an answer. Our nerves was in right now, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm not gonna tell them about the war for Cybertron. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you ask the question, I'm gonna tell you. Just saying. I think they made it where, because they kept mentioning nerd things and swords and all of that, freaking people out.
He went to a comic book shop, all of that.
Going to comic book shop. They try to make it seem like, hey, you need to grow up. Basically, and it's an arc. It's an arc in the movie with Adam and Duncan that mirrors each other. These are two people that feel like they failed at certain points in time in their life. He failed to keep the sword on him when he went to Earth because he lost it. Now I got to go get it back. Once I got it, I don't even know what to do with this thing. You know what I'm saying? And then even with this power that I achieve, I might still cause more harm than it is good because I'm not keeping myself in check. So I'm not being true to himself. You remember, he went to go kill Skeletor and end up killing his daddy on accident. So there's an arc. There's a particular arcs in this. And that's actually a good, but it's I wouldn't even say big. I would say more Shazam.
Big, yeah. It's not big because I wouldn't even say Shazam. Because
Well,
even
when
with
he was-
Shazam, they kind of mirror Big and Shazam mirror each other. Kids being put into
Yeah,
grown
they're
up
adult.
bodies. Those
Yeah.
adults have to go do adult things. And Big
Yeah.
Tom Hanks ended up being a computer programmer. He started dating the older chick, but he was a kid. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Shazam had to go do superhero as an adult, right?
Right.
With the kid's
With
brain.
kids' brain, yeah.
So that to me, those are similar things. He-Man,
Uh.
not so much. He-Man actually grew up. He just grew up on Earth, which
Yeah.
is
he did.
I'm
he
like-
never. He don't like Earth. So that's automatic to tell you I hate Earth.
Yeah, I
I don't want
hate
to. I'd rather be with a talking cat. You know what I'm saying? And my planet get destroyed to be on here, especially Oklahoma. God, dog.
He
You
was
know how
ready to-
bad
what-
he gotta be.
what
He
Dare
gotta
is that?
leave.
'Cause that what Dare is from.
I ain't gonna lie. I done been to Oklahoma plenty of times. Tulsa was boring, and I'm trying to tell you, I wanted to go home.
What?
I-
got a question. Why did the police not have this man in handcuffs?
Exactly. Hey, look, we were watching this last night. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, on Blockbuster. I seen it at the movie, so they got my money, and they might get it again. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But
Right.
we'll see. And I was like, why this man ain't why? First of all, the vehicle that they're riding in, the man got a
Mhm.
sword. There's no cover for the back seat. Do you know
None.
why they did? That's a filming trick. It's a filming
Right.
trick.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Yeah. saying?
saying? And he's white, so he could steal a sword, have a sword in his hand, sitting in the comfy back seat of the luxury vehicle with no guarded gate, no nothing.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah. But back to your notes.
So okay, I almost forgot. All right, so I also said the opening battle scene in the trailer is great. That was great. Visually with epic music. Idris Elba is having a blast. Opening
Yeah.
action scene was very well executed. Skeletor looks awesome. Evelyn is most definitely from the 80s. And the way that she
Yeah.
was like, "Oh yes, my lord, yes." Well,
Mhm.
remember that? oh boy! Yeah, when it comes by crescendo, that man, it was. That was. I ain't gonna lie. I've never smiled that much in my life. I was smiling every time Skeletor came up. Kansas is very boring too. Don't get it twisted. I don't live in Kansas. I don't live in Kansas either. Boring. But yeah, but I was smiling because
Mm.
you don't even tell us Jared Leto. If somebody didn't tell you it was Jared Leto, you would have never knew.
Yeah, I wouldn't have. Yeah. Jared Leto, and this is why a lot of people didn't like his Joker. I didn't mind his Joker. I think it was because
I did.
I think people hated the tattoos and stuff. That was the
I
first
hated
thing.
his
Everybody was like, he don't look like Joker. I think
And the
if he
hunkin'
would have
hunkin'
looked,
burning, the hunkin', the hunka man. Like, man,
But that's what
Joker
I'm
ain't
saying.
saying
I
that
think
goofy
I
shit.
think
I'm sorry, Mr. Burner.
I think if they would have, instead of trying to make him the gangster Joker, if they would have made him
The Crown plus a crime.
yeah, if he would have, I think he would have pulled that role off. That's what I'm saying. He only did what who was that? The director, Ayer. He only did what
David Ayer.
told him to do. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't mind. I just think it could have been a better Joker. And Xander, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you for the sub, man. Really do. But yeah. So with this, I think he probably would have been a better Gorda God Butcher than damn Batman. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like
That movie needed better writing too.
yeah, wait, no lies there. But yeah, he killed the Skeletor role. Bring him back.
Oh.
Man. Bring him back. I need Hardock back. I need Hardock to show up.
Oh, most definitely. And see, I also wanted to say this, and this is the God's honest truth. I literally forgot that Tron was a Disney product. Yeah, they knew what Jared Leto had going on. Didn't fire him. Didn't fire him. Went on to do more movies. Is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Look, we'll move on.
Yep.
There's no reason to rehash that. We know.
I just want to kind of bring that up. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? You know, it's kind of unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
We
But
know.
but yeah. Um oh, back to my notes. Because I almost
Yeah,
okay.
get them notes.
So
Get them notes so we can do it. So
yeah,
we can dive into it.
so I did put so far a fun adventure flick. Adam is a dork on Earth. Nobody believes him or his story. A lot of inspiration from the toys that made us, especially when you see the Big Jim stuff. There's a lot
Yeah.
in the Torak. All of
Mhm.
that is a wink and a nod to Mattel's history. And so
Yeah.
they're gonna give you that history. So they gave you the history. Dolph Lundgren's cameo was awesome because he was like, "You taking my spot? You
Yeah.
taking my spot?"
You
I
taking
already
my
knew what
spot.
that meant.
Yeah, me too. I said I started laughing at it, and dude who's sitting next to me looked at me like I was crazy. I was like, "Oh, y'all don't get the joke.
Y'all don't get
Y'all
the
don't get
joke.
it."
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all
And
probably
he
don't even know
did
who that dude is right there, man.
exactly. And he did the is it Peace Be Unto You or something like that? Where
Yep.
they did,
Mhm.
yeah, they
Go
did
with
in
peace. What it was?
Go with Peace or something like that.
Yeah.
To like what Tina said, peace, I'm back. Nah, nah, go in peace or something like that. So the Dolph Lundgren cameo on Earth stuff is filler so far. Pays homage to Mattel toy history. Most definitely has a Thor Ragnarok feel. The Earth stuff is just a MacGuffin to get the sword. Spend 10 to 15 minutes on Earth. Beastman comes to Earth. Tila saves Adam on Earth. The movie knows its target audience. Snake Mountain looks awesome. Can I just talk about Eternia looking awesome?
No,
Everybody's
it
talking
did.
about CGI crap, CGI slop, CGI.
No, so-
Dude, where were we going to go to Eternia? Go. Hey, I'll get a plane ticket right now if I can go
Right
to
now, huh?
Eternia in
So-
real life.
So my understanding is they didn't do a lot of CGI in this.
What
It
the
seems
CGI that
like
they did do, yeah,
was good.
this
That
was very good.
But it was a lot of practical set pieces,
Mhm.
old school filming. Like we'll mock it up, but how we film it to make it look big and all types of stuff. Like
Make it look bigger than what it
make it
is.
look
Yep.
big. It was Skeletor. I think Jared Leto was a suit Jared Leto was in, and I
Yeah,
think
he was in a ball suit. Yep, they was in a ball suit, and he had on a mask that was a skeleton.
And they touched it up, with some CGI and post or whatever. But yeah, a lot of this stuff was practical, which to me, I'm like, damn, how did y'all budget get to what it was?
I think going back and redoing, because I'm not gonna lie, Eternia, when you see Eternia before the initial battle happens, is absolutely gorgeous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that, like a lot of you're on the sound stage with green screen, so you're gonna see a lot of the backdrop, you know what I'm saying, what it is. I mean, just mocapping Skeletor through that whole thing. And again, Skeletor is awesome, but you Beastman, you know what I'm saying? All of that. I think that was they did an awesome job with that. Let me see. I put Snake Mountain looks awesome. Duncan has the failure trope, more comedic than I thought. Transformation into He-Man comes early and is glorious. Reminds me of He-Man of 2002. He-Man. Early fight with Trapjaw is fun, but only used to show the transformation. Trapjaw is fire. That scene when Duncan and Trapjaw fight, dope. And then they pay it back again later on in the movie. Dope. Okay.
They pay it back 3 times. It's 3. So you have the initial.
Yeah.
Then you have when Trapjaw shows up and he's like, oh no, anybody but him. That's to me the second time. That lets you know that deep down he internalized what really happened to him.
Really happened. Okay, yeah.
You know
I know what
then
you're
you
talking
get the third. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Let me see. He-Man is so far is too goofy. Hopefully they'll mellow him out by the end. This is what I put. Evil Lynn is hamming it up. She was fantastic. Everybody's like, she was corny. She was man. Allison Brie was having the time of her life playing that character.
She did she's not my Evelyn, but she seemed like she was having a good job. At some places she seemed a little bit out of place, but I think it might have been because it was supposed to be awkward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that joke, Skeletor said a joke, and his joke was not supposed to hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Evelyn to say something, and I'm like, okay, all right, this cartoon, let's go. We're going with the cartoon. Hold on, let me
Right.
answer Xander because he didn't ask me this twice. Yeah, I did notice Battle Cat or Cringer at the beginning doing the MGM line. I did notice that. I think that was a dope little. Hopefully, if we do get a sequel, hopefully they keep that. They could. Before you go, do you think could this be a franchise? Could they franchise this out?
You could. It really could be, because
Like
there's enough
universe,
there.
cinematic
There's
universe?
enough. Hell yeah, there's enough there. With Hordak in the Horde, like, if it was me, I would make this as comedic, as goofy, 80s throwback as possible, and make She-Ra hardcore, because Hordak don't play like. And people got to
Like
remember,
Skeletor. Yeah.
right? Skeletor is the underling to Hordak. So if you had this Starscream and Megatron kind of
Megatron.
dynamic, you know what I'm saying? And he's punking Skeletor, where you actually start rooting for Skeletor. There's a lot of that there. You know, you got the snake people that they got exonerated from. There's so much. We even got to the mer people with Merman. I was looking for Merman. You know what I'm saying? They said Merman was in the background. I didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? I most definitely did get enough Orko. I got some Orko, but I ain't the Orko. I want more Orko. So there's
I said, damn, they left Orko out again. Like, man.
Yeah, I thought that too. I did think that too. So yes, even if it went to streaming, it was episodic, like Game of Thrones. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be all for it. I'll be all for it.
Yeah,
I will be all. If they decided we're gonna make a sequel, but we're gonna put it on streaming, we're gonna make it a show. You know what I'm saying? I'll be all for it. And maybe that was a missed opportunity. Maybe that was a missed opportunity to have a show on streaming that gave you all of what you asked for earlier. What is the backstory of Fisto? Why does he have a big old fist? Why does Red Man jump in the air and give what they said in the movie?
Head.
Yeah, he said, give him head. It was like, whoa.
He said, yeah,
hey.
I'm a fist you and fist. Yeah, Red Man, give him head. I was like, whoa. Okay.
I mean, I still got my short that I did a long time ago where Fisto was like, I sure like to fist him, but like, hey man, what's going on here?
Slow down, brother. Slow down.
Yeah, hey man. Hey.
Look, Diddy's locked up, man. Slow down.
Hey, you gotta put the baby oil on your fist anymore, man. It's okay. So yeah, let me see. Evelyn is having it up. Second act prep talk by Man at Arms, which was good. The Man at Arms prep talk with I think it was still undercut with a joke, but it was a good scene. Was like, hey, you can only be the man who you think you should be. You know what I'm saying? And just being a good man, just be a good man. Be who you are. Just be a good man. It's a good pep talk because he was talking to himself too. You know what I'm saying? While he was trying to get in that flask. You know what I'm saying? He was talking to himself while he was talking to Adam. So I thought that was good. Let me see. Will He-Man be the most powerful man in the universe by the end of the movie? Adam got friend zoned, which I kind of didn't like that, but he got friend zoned. Skeletor ultimatum to set up the third act. The action scenes are incredible. I'm still trying to remember every toy that was in there. Action scene definitely sets it apart from the 87 movie. Third act death scene to motivate the character going forward, which was the death of King Randor. Skeletor is the best thing about this movie. I think I wrote this down like multiple times. The third act failure speech to motivate the character to be better by Man at Arms. Duncan. Adam is more like his Netflix counterpart, but sillier. Okay, so the Netflix counterpart didn't want to fight either.
No,
he didn't want to. He kind of, the original He-Man didn't want to fight either. He was cool kicking it with his, with Cringer and laying up, eating grapes, chilling.
Back then they couldn't do. If you watch cartoons back then, there was no action. It literally was no action involved.
Yeah.
He-Man didn't do nothing. The Turtles didn't do nothing. G.I. Joe didn't. Like, they literally did not do anything. I hate this. It looked like they did, but you go back and watch that, they didn't do nothing. Not anything to the point of like, they would shoot the lasers with G.I. Joe. They would shoot the lasers, blow up the shit, but they always got out the shit. So violence was never in cartoon.
Right.
If you think about it.
I mean, He-Man to punch some people. He never uses,
but he never used the sword
to actually fight with his sword. But he'll punch you off screen in a heartbeat.
Yeah, he never was violent to the point of killing somebody.
Yeah, and here he actually killed somebody because he killed Ram Man. He killed Ram Man. He stuck that horn in his neck and then threw him off screen. That brother ain't making it to He-Man 2.
Nah, he ain't coming to party.
He ain't
and you heard him. You heard him hit the lava too.
Yeah.
I was like,
he ain't making it. He-Man was, but then again, I going back and rewatching that scene made the most sense out of everything. For the simple fact is that, when you got the power, you got this type of power. It's almost like with great power, therefore comes great responsibility. And that was without them saying that. That's basically what they did. You know what I'm saying? Because after he did all of that, he used the power to free himself for Evil Lyn. Because I keep forgetting he has the same weakness as Superman. He's weak against magic. So once he break free and he uses the power, he accidentally kills King Randor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when you kill King Randor, because he was, and again, they did an excellent job.
They did.
And they did an excellent job showing that emotion. And almost showing like I messed up. That was his failure right there.
That was his Uncle Ben moment.
His Uncle Ben moment, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That was Uncle Ben moment.
So when you get to the climax, and the climax is glorious. Because he was like, I talk. You know what? Because He-Man would talk to Skeletor in the original cartoon. Instead, he give me Skeletor. Now I want to listen to that. He
said, "You bumbling boob, I'm a villain."
Yeah, boob. You know what I mean? So
that was funny to me. But you know what hilarious. I didn't? You know what? That King Randor, I said, man, you was a whole hoe out here, King Randor. You treated this instead of Duncan treated this man good, his daddy treated him bad.
Yeah.
But the way He-Man remembered it was opposite. And I'm like, wait, that ain't how we see it as the audience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now King Randor trying to give him some type of pep talk or whatever.
Because that was that one time he did it. That one time he was like, he went against the grain, seen it, because he was out there. I'm gonna be real with you. And I feel bad about saying this. I did that to my son during flag football. He was out there playing around and all of that. I snapped on him to the point he started crying. And I'm like, we're paying all this money for you to and go out there. And that's how you run routes. And he just sat there. He just looked at me. And I felt so bad. So I kind of felt him because he don't remember that. But he don't want to play flag football. I know that. And I'm not going to make him. But I did that to him in basketball too. I ain't gonna lie. He was just standing there. I'm like, hey man, what are you doing? You too tall, you're taller than all the other kids. Huh?
Positive reinforcement is what you got to work on, man.
Man, I'm old school. Man, yeah, if you don't get all the money I done spent, you better go out there and do something. Look, you better grab a rebound or something. My son was the tallest kid. He's a tall kid anyway. He's 11 and he comes to right now. He comes, I think, to like my nose. So he's a tall kid. So as a younger kid, he was still one of the tallest kids. Stand there. Just stand there. Just he looked the part. You know what I'm saying? But he turned right into Adam, dancing and wiggling and doing all of that. He don't want to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I understood what King Randor was trying to tell him. You know what I'm saying? He had that moment because look, the disciplinarian was Duncan trying to get him to do something, even though Durkin was
Right.
like, oh God, man, this kid ain't gonna do nothing. Tila, hit him in the arms, do something, make him do something.
Make
You know what I'm saying? He out there doing the Gundam style. You know what I mean? So I get it. To me, I think that was because when you get to that part, he is thinking like, maybe I was too harsh on you. I should have just let you be yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Adam was like that, because he didn't want it. He was chucking his disciplinary duties. That's why I say he's more like the Revelations counterpart. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Unless I got to. I don't want to do that. Even the original Adam, half of the time he didn't want to fight, man. I'm over here chilling. Give me some grapes. You know what I'm saying? Me and Cringer are here kicking it. And you want me to go do what? I guess I gotta grab. Even Cringer was like, we gotta do it. Oh God, I'm sick of this. So I ain't had no problem with it. I personally didn't have no problem with it. You said, Chase said, I'm glad they didn't make Skeletor a sympathetic villain. I feel like movies these days try too hard to do a character study for villains. Let them be bad. And I will definitely agree with you on that.
I agree 1,000%.
1,000%. They didn't make him sympathetic. They made him Skeletor.
Mm-hmm.
The most powerful man in the universe.
Like he's got a skull for a face. I don't need him to be sympathetic. I need him to be a villain.
I'm a villain.
Yeah, I need him to be a villain. That's it. Just be a villain. Be a villain. And I'm glad that he wasn't. Only thing is, I would have liked just a little bit of motivation behind his villainy. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't need any.
We didn't need him. We didn't need it. I'm just saying I would have
technically he wanted to rule over Eternia.
Yeah.
So when he grabs that crown, and he gives that speech, that's what he was like, this is I want to feel like basically
I want to feel special.
I want to feel special. That's all it was. You were having a great time with
we tried that way.
Yeah.
Time to try the evil.
So I do agree. I do agree with he has minimum motivations, but I want to do it because I want to remember that little boy said, I just want to do hood rat stuff with my friends. There's no motivation. If there's hood rat stuff going on, and I want to be a part.
I want to do it. If my friends is doing it,
I want to do it. So the Skeletor is like, look, y'all got hood rat stuff going on over in Eternia. I want a piece of the pie. Now, I don't know why. I just want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you needed a motivation for him. I didn't want it to be. I'm glad they didn't lean into the Keldor story about him being King Randor's brother or adopted brother or whatever.
If they come back and if we get a sequel, do you think? Because that's late. You know what I'm saying?
But
that's not later. His original origin.
Yes, that's a later origin.
But do you think that in order to
I can see them doing that in a part 2 because you need to tell the story properly of Hordak and Skeletor. You need him to be Keldor, and you need him to give him the step. What is it called? The staff of chaos. What was this ram? I forgot.
The ram staff. I think it is the staff of chaos.
It's something like that, but it's the chaos energy, and that's what melts his face off and erases his memory. So to be able to tell that story correctly, then yes, you do have to do that. You do have to do that. And D-Sizzle was the Havoc Sab, and D-Sizzle was with me though, man. Just let them be villains. I don't need no motivation. I don't care about your villains. Like sometimes, like
I don't care about your villains.
Like some, I know you've met some people in your lifetime. You be like, why do you act like that? And they just do. You don't know why they bad. They just, maybe you ever met a kid. He's a kid bad as hell. I'm like, why are you bad? He don't even know. Man, go get your child before I beat him. You know what I'm saying? So yes.
I'm with you. I like I said, Skeletor is my GOAT, man. For the 80s. Somebody was like, nah, Shredder's the GOAT. I was like, nah, man.
Nah, if I'm going Megatron, for one, Megatron.
I ain't mad at Megatron being one.
He's not one. This is just my 4.
Oh, your 4.
Megatron, Skeletor, Mumra. Because Mumra was scary.
Yeah,
I don't care what nobody say. Mumra
Oh
was,
man, you gotta read the comic. I think
oh, the
came out last month.
IDW Thundercats comics?
Man,
Or
and
is it
it's
Dark
the
Horse?
origin. You know, we never had Mumra's origin.
Yeah.
So we get an origin story for Mumra. Yeah, he's serious. He's serious.
Yeah. Mumra was no joke. If you go back and watch the Thundercats 80s cartoon, since it was episodic, it wasn't like Villain of the Week. It was very epic. Mumra was no joke.
Yeah.
Mumra was not to be played with. And if I pick number 4, it'd be Cobra Commander. It'd be Cobra Commander because the same I forgot his name. God, I forgot his name because he's in RoboCop 2. But he's Starscream and Cobra Commander. And every time I hear Cobra Commander, I hear Starscream. Chris something. Oh man, I know his name. It's Chris something.
He was just down here at a what you call it?
Oh man, I can't think of his name. But yeah,
at a convention.
So yeah. So Cobra, Mumra, Destro, Chris. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Chris.
Cobra, Mumra, Destro, Skeletor. Only reason why I put Destro because I put him in the same umbrella because you can't have Cobra Commander without Destro, and Destro was a pimp. He carried a cane.
He was a pimp. Destro was a pimp.
He was a pimp. He had his shirt all open.
I always thought he was a black man, but then they said
I thought he was black. He was Irish, so he can't be black Irish.
I was like, nah, that's a black man. That Destro was a straight up. Even the episode with the girl, I forgot what episode that was. It's an episode
with the Baroness.
I don't think it was the Baroness. It was another girl. I might have to go back. I might have to go and find it. But he was a pimp for real. Like that's somebody. He was a weapons maker.
Yeah, he weapons maker, all right. Weaponizing his trim. And he had a black man's voice. He didn't sound Irish or Scottish.
And that's
a black man's voice in the original cartoon.
That was wasn't that Benson who played him?
I think he was. No, Benson was Pantro. I don't know who was Destro in the original.
Nah, I think Destro was him too.
Oh.
Nah, it wasn't.
Arthur
Burghardt.
Bogart, but he was a black man.
He was a black man, yeah.
He was a black man, so I wasn't tripping. And then they made him white. Clancy Brown did his voice. Maurice LaMarche, Mario did his voice. Not Pantro, was Bill Cosby.
Who said that? Who said
It Thundercats. Do you want eating the Serpento was too. I like Serpento.
Serpentor, he would be the hard out of G.I. That Bill Cosby, I'm still tripping off of that. But you remember they made Serpentor.
Yeah, for G.I. Joe the movie.
Yeah, it was for the movie.
Yeah, because I had Serpentor as a toy because it was part of the whole the Cobra La.
No, it wasn't for the movie. He was already Serpentor when the
movie, they told that backstory and all of that about Cobra La and all of that crap, and they made Cobra Commander a snake, and it was stupid.
I was once a man.
Yeah,
that's stupid. I love Transformers the movie, G.I. Joe the movie. Those things still hold up, man.
That's the part of that I hated because I'm like,
what, Cobra Commander?
Cobra Commander being a snake, and they basically got rid of Cobra Commander. And all of that to rise of Serpentor, yeah. They were supposed to kill Duke, and then they made Duke go into a coma.
It's because of the backlash
of Transformers.
Of You got to read these. And I told you about these comics probably about a year ago, man. You got to read Robert Kirkman's Energon universe with G.I. Joe and Transformers.
Oh, G.I. Joe and Transformer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Through Image Comics. The same dude who Invincible. And Walking Dead. He does G.I. Joe and Transformers. Now he has G.I. Joe, Transformers. He has what's called the Void series, which tells stories of different. And now he just did Mask. He just started Mask. That's all part of the same.
Mask got one. Okay.
Yeah, and, from the cartoon, the Saturday morning cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You gotta check that out, man. Gotta check it out. Xander, what's up with you and Battle Cat, man?
Yeah, he's going ham in the chat over Battle Cat, man.
He like Battle Cat, man.
Battle Cat must be his guy because he ain't stopped talking about Battle Cat since he got in the chat.
Battle Cat's toy was horrible. You had the felt on it, and the felt would rub off, and it didn't move. It wasn't articulated. It was just stuck in that one pose.
My Battle Cat didn't have the felt. My Panthro, I got a Panthro with the felt and a Panthro without.
You lucky. That I hated it. It would rub off, and it would look, because I think he was orange or something like that up underneath.
Because he's a big gym toy. That's all he is. He's a big gym toy.
And I was like, ugh.
So I was like, ew.
Yeah, it just started to look bad. It started.
Ew.
Because this is, I was, back in you ain't collecting these. We was out. These things went through the ringer, man. My He-Man. Remember the G.I. Joe had the little rubber band in the middle?
Oh, yeah.
He-Man had it too.
Nah, He-Man didn't have his. He was just stiff as hell. No, the original He-Man did have that. He did have that.
You used to be able to spin it and he'll spin. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And then you pop that rubber band, that was it. Your toy done.
Don't bring that toy back, especially G.I. Joe's. Especially G.I. Joe. Me and my cousin used to use
the rubber band in there.
Look, me and my cousin used to use the G.I. Joe men to be referees in our WWF wrestling matches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah. Let me get to just the rest of these notes real quick.
Okay.
Just some things that I've seen. Moments of tenderness is undercut by comedy. The characters are the characters from the classic 80s cartoon. The movie doesn't take itself seriously at all. Cringer isn't cowardly as the cartoon. Duncan gets revenge over Trapjaw after the death of the robot. Skeletor playing with Adam's mind is freakishly hilarious, which is the funniest part of that whole movie.
No, I'm glad they did that too.
Man, great scene. Great.
That's why this movie
love that.
This movie deserves to be seen, man.
It really does. It does.
It ain't got to do crazy numbers, but it deserves to be seen, man.
Somebody got to look at it. The Skeletor and the sexual jokes are wild because he says one thing. I'm like, hey, man, hey, Skeletor, calm down. Calm it down, Skeletor. You're doing too much. The roommate is unnecessary, not funny at all. This has a lot of Thor vibes, near-death scene. The get Adam back as He-Man. It's all about the sorceress. The fight scene between He-Man and Skeletor is awesome. Beat his, you know what? Because I gave his belt to ass. And become the most powerful man in the universe. He-Man destroys Skeletor, actually kills him. The movie pokes fun at the 80s cartoon and the goofiness of the Filmation version. They play the theme at the end with him riding Cringer, now Battle Cat. Oracle made me pop at the end. This movie knew that the people who grew up with this most definitely like it. I'm not sure if they'll make a sequel because of box office numbers, but this was a damn fun movie that doesn't take itself seriously and is enjoyable. Too many comedic moments kind of takes the sale out of emotional moments. She-Ra cameo as a mid-credit scene is awesome. And that was all my notes that
I wish they would have had. I don't. She shouldn't have been She-Ra yet.
Yeah, I think maybe that's a time. Maybe that's a time jump that they can always retcon.
She should have been.
She should have been
Supreme Commander. Alor.
Yeah,
that's who she should have been.
I thought it was Adora.
Adora. I'm sorry, Adora.
Yeah.
She should have been working for Hard Eye as the Supreme Commander. She shouldn't have been She-Ra yet.
But then that then if they recast, I gotta say, well, that character was only was played by somebody. Then we had to recast it. Like the girl who plays She-Ra got in trouble for posting her picture in the She-Ra. I'm glad I didn't
know
see
that.
it.
Because all we saw was her back.
Yeah,
We
but the
didn't
girl
see
who plays She-Ra posted it on social media, and they made her take it down. So she ain't gonna be back for He-Man 2.
Yeah, she won't be. Yeah, I didn't know that. And then did you stay for the Evil Land picking up the skull?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Him cackling in the background, which I already know. All you got to do, like their version of hell, he's gonna go there with Glow Scare. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna go find his soul and put it right back in his body. That's just how.
This can't end like the 1987. We had the same thing.
Skeletor.
Yeah, like man, we got to get a sequel, man. We got to get a sequel. We got to, man. But that's that him going into Adam's brain.
That was awesome. That was awesome. That got the biggest laugh out of my theater of everything. Everybody was in there rolling. Yeah. I'm talking about legitimately laugh. Even the dude next to me who wasn't laughing through nothing was legitimately laughing during that scene. Because my man's over there pumping iron. He's but it's Skeletor. That's what made it so funny. Oh,
yeah. Lawrence, you probably weren't at the top when we first started talking. I don't think they care about this being a flop or not. I think this is all about selling toys. But let me see if I can find this article. Let me see. See if I can find this article. Here we go. This is it. Well, I read the AI overview. It says, despite Master of the Universe pulling in this,
No, I'm laughing at Tina.
Oh. It says, despite Master of the Universe pulling in a disappointing $54 million globally during this opening weekend against a hefty production budget of nearly $200 million, Amazon MGM executives are aggressively spinning the narrative to frame it as a strategic win. MGM's distribution chief, Kevin Wilson, and studio executives are pushing back on the flop label with the calculated strategy focusing on a long-term multimedia streaming goal. Executives argue that the theatrical release is just the first domino in a broader plan to build brand awareness. They are using the film to anchor a larger transmedia revival, which includes an animated reboot and a steady stream of new merch and games. They go on to say streaming value. Amazon plans to leverage the movie for long-term subscriber engagement. They expect to monetize the film heavily through ad-supported streams on Prime Video long after its theatrical run concludes. While the studio puts a positive spin on the box office, financial analysts remain skeptical due to the massive $200 million price tag and the film being outperformed by other major summer releases. But that's what I was saying. Like, they aren't looking at it that way. They're looking at it like,
let's relaunch the brand.
Right. This is to relaunch the brand, basically. So
to me, the biggest thing that they could do is take this and make it episodic. Doesn't work here. Put it a smaller scale, make it episodic. Amazon does an amazing job with some of their stuff too. You know, some of their videos. I mean, look how much money they spent on the Lord of the Rings, the Power of the Rings show.
Yeah,
they spent a lot of money.
It's coming back.
And did not miss a beat. Ain't nobody say, hey man, I wonder where Amazon gonna get that money from. They getting it from my subscription.
And they keep raising the price of the subscription. Because the thing is, this ain't like Netflix. Netflix is at what? Like, well, I don't know what Prime. I paid for Prime yearly. I think a lot of people pay the yearly price.
Yeah, I pay yearly too.
So they getting buku money off rip. You know what I'm saying? Money. Like they just and I think the cheapest is paying it for the year. Imagine paying it per month.
Per month, right?
Man, come on. And the crazy thing is the perks are there. Like it's not when you think about it, like, oh well, shit, I'm paying to get Prime or whatever to order these. Oh, and I get to watch them because watching things on Amazon Prime is extra. Because you're really paying for the service of ordering things through Amazon. That's what you're paying for.
Yes, you are.
Your streaming service is the extra perk that you get.
You talking.
So, you know what I'm saying? They're not worried about, at least I don't think so. I remember when they bought MGM 2 years ago, I think I reported on it. And even then they were just, because everybody was like, okay, they got 007. You ain't seen them do anything with 007. Because I think they're waiting for the right time to launch the brand. I think everything is about.
They got the new game coming out.
They do got a new game coming out. You're right. They got the new game coming out. And Netflix had this before Prime got it, before MGM got it. Netflix didn't do it because of the budget. They're the ones who upped the budget. Prime just said, okay, we'll take it. So then they did the deal with Mattel, and now it's Mattel. And you got to, I don't mean to cut you off. Mattel has a lot of things, a lot of movies
like
coming
45.
out.
Yeah, 45.
Got a lot of movies coming out.
I think my whole thing with He-Man was, now that if it flops theatrically, I'm trying to tell you it's gonna be a hit on streaming.
Yeah, it's
too funny. It's too fun for this just to go under the radar. There's nobody. It's kind of like what happened with Family Guy and a lot of these other shows that you look up and they're cult classics.
Yeah.
And I think this is just going to be this is going to be this generation's cult classic, because it's not like it's a horrible movie. It's not bad at all. Mando and Grogu.
It's bad.
It's not even bad. It's boring.
It's
because
bad
it should have been. It's a Disney Plus movie.
Yeah.
It's a Disney Plus movie.
To me, that's what makes it bad, is because it's boring. Right.
It's boring.
They with watching Mando and Grogu, what we got 3 seasons of that, and then we're going to this. It's a direct sequel to the TV show, but it's boring. It is boring, and it's like, boring. Why did y'all do this? Y'all should have just left this on Disney Plus and called it a day.
Yeah. I mean, that's the last gas of Kathleen Kennedy. So
yeah, I guess. Still. Well, she effed them on that one.
And I keep hearing Dungeons and Dragons is good. I still ain't watched it yet. I heard Dungeons and Dragons and Master of the Universe basically is kind of like the same tipler type of movie. You know what I'm saying?
D&D is getting a sequel. They're working on a sequel, from my understanding.
Now, if that did worse than that's getting a sequel, you can't tell me Master of the Universe couldn't get a sequel either. If it did worse. Or if it wasn't, it became a cult. But I heard D&D became a cult classic after it hit streaming. Once it got on the streaming platforms, everybody started watching it.
It got some legs at the end, and by that time they was pulling it. By that time
they said D&D was goofy too.
Yep, D&D is goofy. But then you got to think D&D is goofy. It's you and your friends. Y'all watched it on Stranger Things. Like, how goofy? Think about how goofy that is. You and your friends.
I'm about to say that cartoon is not. That cartoon is kind of messed up.
Oh, you
remember the cartoon that used to come on? Yeah, the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon.
Yeah.
These kids never went home. That's jacked up. They never went home. Never. The last episode, they're stuck.
So, and I don't think D&D was better, Lawrence. I think Master of the Universe. I'm gonna stay right with it. I think the thing that might have hurt Masters of the Universe was calling it Masters of the Universe. I don't know why they still keep trying to do that.
Into He-Man.
Call it He-Man. It's okay. I know we're in 2025 and the whole masculine and I got into it with Tina on her show.
You did? Not surprising.
Yeah. About because I was like, nah, that word I was like, that phrase toxic masculinity. I said it's an oxymoron, man. It just don't make sense. She was like, what do you mean? So I started breaking it down. I said, let's look up the definition. You know what I'm saying? So even with He-Man, it's like And I know that that's what they was trying to do. They was trying to find a balance between telling how toxic masculinity can be wrong and this is what masculinity should be. Yada, you know what I'm saying? I know that because that's why we got this app.
Mm-hmm.
Lawrence said we was arguing about 4 hours. We was.
Mm.
But that's why the Adam we got, I think, was the Adam we got because they wanted to showcase that he's HR, he's good at talking, he can regulate, he's good with his feelings and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, but that's what a masculine person is supposed to be able to do. You know what I'm saying? Masculine person is that. That's what I was telling Tina. Like, once you step outside of being able to regulate your feelings, you ain't operating masculine no more. You're doing something totally different.
I was just gonna say, anybody who's over emotional is not masculine.
Yeah,
That's not masculinity to not be logical and to be overly emotional. That's not. Yeah, toxic masculinity doesn't make any sense because it operates outside of masculinity, where you're not operating logically. You're operating outside of the realm of what is considered masculine.
She couldn't understand what I was saying. She was like, but that's being toxic. I was like, it is, but that's not being masculine.
It's not.
Like,
It operates outside of masculinity. Yeah. It's operating outside of masculinity. And I ain't gonna lie, I do hate when people try to tell men what's not manly. Where I'm a man. It's like, you know what I mean? That's just like telling me what's wrong with a Ford, and I work for Ford. I work on that car every day. That's not what's wrong with it. Are you sure? I don't think you work with this mug every day. Yeah, when you work outside of, like our favorite YouTuber. When you work outside of all of this emotional, weirdo, septic green type stuff, you are operating definitely out of the realm of masculinity. You are operating something else, buddy. So,
but back to it.
All right, I'm done. That's my lick for the day.
Oh no, we can look.
Nah, I'm not, because we spent 30 minutes on dude.
See, you talk about, because Chill hit me up the other day.
Shout out to Chill.
Shout out to Chill. Black and white septum twins activate. That is nuts. That's crazy. Oh man. Matter of fact, that's how we got on the subject, man, because she was asking about the DC So White.
The boycott. Yeah, the boycott.
It was over. And I was like, it's over? I was like, shit, I don't know. I don't really keep up with it like that. And she was saying, yeah, the dude on the show said it. I was like, oh, okay, I don't, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's how we kind of got on it. But yeah, black and white. That's
wild.
That's crazy. Damn, y'all made me forget what I was about to say.
Chill. The DC So White, Chill.
Well, no. Yeah. Chill, because you was going off about your favorite YouTuber. Chill sent me about the ref. Right. And that's D Stizzle's homeboy, the ref. Which I'm kin to, by the way. I found out. Did I tell
you kin to him?
Yeah, man. Yeah. He don't even know it. I found out we was mutual Facebook friends with one of my mutual family member.
Mm-hmm.
I said, oh, you friends? He was like, yeah, that's our cousin. I said, what?
Now you got to go to the fair reunion. You had that awkward stare.
Yeah, but yeah, we are both in Florida. But he's from Camilla, which is the next city over that I'm from. But it's like literally down. I could walk to Camilla if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I grew up in Albany. All my family's from that area, so I mean, it makes sense. But he sent me about the ref. Yeah, no, it don't make sense. He sent me. It was a show, and I had watched some of the show, and he was just stored because Chill said he was watching it for the whole. He wanted to catch his reaction to the DC So White and all of that, and I'm like, Chill, the dude is just hyper emotional about the dumbest thing, just the dumbest thing. That he always think that he is better. You know, it's like, oh, it's okay. Like, it's okay, man. It's okay. Like, you're not the end all be all. And I don't know what's in your brain to make you think that you're the ultimate.
He is that's why he's the ref. He the one who throws the penalty on the he throws the flag on the play when you out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? He blows the whistle. You can't step outside of the thing without you heard the whistle blow.
Yeah. You're right. I guess, man. The ref, salute to the ref, man. It's just, man, I was, because his stuff be coming up. So I think it was the other day. He said he got on somebody's show and they played it. And I'm like, you need to start looking in the mirror, man. Like, why everybody is playing you? It's like, why you got this victimhood mentality? Like somebody coming after you. Ain't nobody coming. If you was in the wrong, just you was in the wrong. You know what I'm saying? Now he's talking about, oh, and I owe you an ass whooping. I'm like, you ain't whooping nobody's ass. You 60 years old, man. Who asked you whooping? Sit down.
Look.
Sit down, brother.
People come after referees all the time. Look what they do to the Chiefs. So don't, man, let that man live. If that man calling out the bull job, he calling out the bull job.
If it was bull jive, if it was bull jive, I would agree. I ain't got no look. I don't even have a problem with him. It's just I'm watching him. I'm watching your favorite YouTuber. Like I'm watching these guys, and I'm
You're
like,
just talking about the over emotion on
like,
certain topics and stuff like that.
Like, I don't own DC. I don't own Marvel. Look, if Frank never shows up ever again,
Frank.
You know what I'm saying? Cause he bring that up all the time. If Frank never shows up, I'm not in control of Frank, man. I'm not in control of Frank. Frank was in 3 issues. I think only 3.
I think here's my issue, and this is what I know we're stepping out the bounds of what we're normally talk about. But let me just say this, because we just had it shout out to Tina, because Tina reached out to me. So like, I heard there was a mass shooting in KC in this place or whatever. There was a shooting. And it was some N-words who was doing it. I'm saying it just the way what I'm saying it, because I don't really want, because there is cheeks everywhere, is women everywhere, and emotional men decide to start shooting. You know what I'm saying? And emotional men is everywhere. That's one of the reasons why I don't fool with a lot of dudes, because there's too many men who don't talk logically. And what I mean by that is that you can have a civil dispute with just saying, you know what, you're right. You might even, I might be right. I just don't want to argue. You got that, big dog. You know what I'm saying? All the extra emotion to say that you're right, to prove that you are a better man, or all of this is mostly delved out of ego and emotion. And that's not masculinity. You know what I'm saying? So you're right, Blue. Toxic masculinity is an oxymoron, because when you operate in those type of realms, you operating outside of masculinity. Because masculinity is a person who thinks before they act, know how to delegate, but also knows how to serve. And because if you know how to serve, you know how to lead. Because you know exactly what is need to be done to be able to lead people, because you've been the servant also. You see what I mean? So you know how to, just like we should try to something, you know how to shut the up. Right. You know what I'm saying? And some of these dudes be so emotional, they don't know how to shut up. Like, shut up and think, talk. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys, and I'm talking about in general, not nobody particular, but they don't know how to talk. So when a man comes and they're matching energy, you know what I'm saying? They're operating so far out of the masculine energy that they feel attacked. Now all of a sudden you know what I'm saying? Now you want to fight. Now you thinking somebody gonna come to Orange Mound. Now you thinking all this other. You ain't gotta do all of that. It's just we're matching energy. That's it. And they hate when a man comes around, because they feel less than. You know what I mean? That's it. Yeah, like man, get out of here. Nobody. You ain't gonna do
that's funny. That is crazy. That's just the only thing. I'm like, man, come on, y'all got to look in the mirror, man. It's y'all. It's It ain't nothing. We was even with the situation with the ref. That was some jokes. We was good. We was good to go. The next day would have been the next day. You got online in your feelings.
It went downhill. It went downhill. And you know what? Being real with you, I'm gonna be completely transparent with you. I felt kind of bad that happened because I didn't like seeing. Yeah, what I mean by that is that it was kind of cool seeing, you know, older black men, younger black men, middle-aged black men get together and talk comics.
And talk, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Talk comics and stuff like that. Do you know what I'm saying? For that period, you know. And again, I felt kind of bad. Well, I do. I honestly do. I felt bad for the Ernie and Rob situation because it led to all this stuff. Which again, we're not going to be on water court. All this kumbaya, we're going to be on water court is fantasy.
Right.
It's never going to happen. It doesn't happen in any demographic. I don't care if you're white, Asian, black, who cares? Yeah. It doesn't happen. So you're going to have discourse and stuff like that. But it's respect. You know what I'm saying? How much do I respect somebody to talk and listen? That's all it is. And what happens is a lot of people don't talk. They don't listen. They don't want to listen because they're the you know what I'm saying, where they at. You know what I'm saying? And here we go. And then Shock, you know what I'm saying? Shock Bookman from Good Times can't talk either. He's just as bad as Ernie. He's just on the opposite side of Ernie.
I thought he was like Ernie's little brother at first.
Yeah,
Ernie.
I
you be talking about his haircut. He need a fade. He need a nice fade. He needs somebody to come through and hook him up.
It's just like all we got to do. Let's sit down and talk without being emotional. Let's sit down as men, discuss, hash things out. Let's talk. You know what I'm saying? All that
Shine is in it for the grip.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what it is. And so is Ernie. Ernie is in it for the grip too. He just grifting on that side.
No,
you know
Ernie is, and I'm with you. I think.
Told us all book.
And I don't know how Ernie started off. You know what I'm saying? But Ernie didn't seem like he was in for the grift. Right.
I'm trying to tell you, the grift came when he found out that Rob was following Neurotic and all. That was his time to get on the grift train. After he just made videos about grifting.
Yeah, it seemed like he on it. I don't like I said, when I was watching him and Cross-eyed Man, whatever his partner is.
Bert.
Yeah, Bert.
Bert. Yeah, I got beef with him. I got beef with him too.
That's who you got beef with. When I first started watching them a couple years back, they seemed to just be genuinely just talking comics. And I didn't agree with everything that they said. You know what I'm saying? Like, they said some stuff that I was like, nah. And then the more I started listening, I was like, oh no, these dudes, they far gone out the pasture. Like, they made that left at Albuquerque a couple years back and didn't look back. You know what I'm saying? Rob has always stayed the course. Rob has been Rob. He come do his thing, leave. You know what I'm saying? He come do his thing. He go and kick it with his family or whatever he does on the side. Every now and then he let you inside of some personal stuff, whatever. But he show up for his job. He do his job and he go home. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen him make anything personal up until this point. You know what I'm saying? Now, I never looked at Rob like he was the great black savior of black comics or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why Bert and Ernie looked at him like that. He doesn't give that. That's not what he gives off. He's not here to save black comics.
Right.
He never said he was. He does comics. He does mainstream comics. He like Marvel. I didn't like what he said about the whole political thing. You know what I'm saying? He stuck his foot in his mouth on that, but that wasn't enough to make me look at him and say, nah, ain't rock with Rob no more. You know what I'm saying? He just stuck his foot in his mouth and said something that he probably said didn't mean it the way it came out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Even since we're talking about this, there's a comic creator, and I think we talked about that too. But let me see if I because we was messing each other, and I still want to get him on. to the show on one of these Mondays, but another independent black comic creator. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what his political agenda is, unless that's what he's coming to promote.
Impound Comics is him?
No, I was just looking at. He was just here, but I was talking to him last week to try to get him on the show, and now I don't see his his comment. But
we're all toxic Negroes.
Battle Shy, yeah, Battle Shy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Battle Shy. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, he was getting lit up in his comment section because you stupid.
Lawrence been on one.
He has. But Battle Shy had has a bisexual character in his comic, and people were mad about the image in the comic. And you know what I'm saying? It was like, it's a story. If you read the story, you will understand. It was like, well, why does that image have to be on there? And if I read the story, and that's just a scene that's in there for sexual whatever, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is because it tells the character.
What was it, like a sex scene or something?
Yes, a sex scene in the comic, and people were lighting them up because it's two guys. You know what I'm saying? And it was, you know, and then again, we're operating outside of masculine energy because you're saying, okay, you know, that scene had anything to do with the character? And he explained, yes, this does have to do with the character because you'll understand later on in the story, even though you're seeing this sexy, it plays off. It's up to me to read the story. Yeah, it's up to me to read the story and see if this is just a scene you want to throw in here for shock value, or if it's a part of the actual story.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it's no different than Batman.
That'd be my only thing when it comes to stuff like that. I don't care about a character being asexuality. Once that's introduced, does it matter to the story? If it doesn't, then I don't necessarily need to know if the person is. I don't need to know if the person's straight.
Right.
Because I hear a lot of people say, "Well, you wouldn't say that about it." I'm like, I don't know if Conan. Well, I guess you do know if Conan was. Never mind. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if we never knew that Conan had liked old girl, we just wouldn't know that Conan liked old girl. We wouldn't know.
Yeah.
It would have just been them two out robbing and pillaging and doing, you know what I'm saying, doing hood rat things with their friends. We wouldn't have known, and I don't think that would have took away from the story. You know. No, I rock with Grimlock. I'm actually
I don't even know
the creator.
Huh? I don't even know who that is.
Oh man, Grimlock is the Black Grim Reaper, dog. You all know who Grim? Hold on.
Oh, you talking about the he does the AI, AI videos.
He like the Boondocks, AI Boondocks.
Yeah, that bug is dope. Oh yeah, that's hard.
Yeah,
that's super hard.
Yeah, Grim. I like that he does the AI. But I was saying, man, if you do take this mainstream and you polish it up and we get like a dope anime from this,
it'd be hard.
That shit'll go.
You know what? I'm gonna say something, D-Sizzle, but I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason why I didn't get so far behind that boycott, for the simple fact is that you know how the mainstream comics is. Why we never supported, why nobody never said, you know what, I don't have to boycott. What I'm going to do is show you how I'm reinvesting my money into these other black, these other black independent comic creators. Because that's not Marvel. You can go out there. Matter of fact, my Threads is, you know, popping a little bit, looking for black nerds. You know what I'm saying? You can always find. That's how I found Battle Shy. You know what I'm saying? I was just posted stuff, but you know, nerdy stuff up. No. One of y'all sent me his video, but I went back and was like, oh, this dude was a comic creator. Looked at his comics. Okay, I need to give me $55. Talk about X this comic because that's what I want. You know what I'm saying? But I was seeing what he was talking about, and what he was talking about was interesting. So why are we, you know, if we know DC is not making any black comics, we can point them out. Yeah, we can't point them out all day. Are you reinvesting that money into any other comic creators?
That's my thing. Like, quit trying to validate DC or Marvel. They're gonna be here. That's when I be talking to Chill about that, and I'm gonna put it back to when I talked to him about Black Panther and Storm, they gonna be here. They not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
No, they're not gonna delete the IP.
If you want black stories from Marvel, show them that you want black stories, because they don't look at Black Panther and Storm as black stories. They don't.
They look at them as
don't.
Marvel stories.
Right. They don't look at them as that. They gonna be here. They gonna be there regardless, because they're ingrained into the big Marvel scheme of things. You want black stories? You go support the Night Thrashers. You go support these little small people that show up. Those are even. Oh, but it's a miniseries. So what that
Go by
mean?
the old stuff. Go by the old.
Because Chill will be like, but it's only gonna be a miniseries, and I'm saying, so what? Support it, because that miniseries could turn into an ongoing. You know what I'm saying? So what? Support it. Then yes, go support Impound. Go support Godhood. Go support Image got a lot of black creators over there. Shit, y'all talking about the big two? Go holler at the big three or the third person on that list, because they killing it with the stuff that they giving you. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
like, you can go and do that. It's ways to show that you can still say, you know what, I like DC, I like Marvel. They not giving me what I want right now. Let me reconstitute my efforts over here. And when DC do show up for me, or when Marvel does show up for me, I'll be back. But right now, I like what such and such is doing over here. I like what yada yada is. I don't have to make a. The thing is, I think we be so loud because the whole thing was being, oh, DC so white, let's be loud. And I'm not mad at the boycott, but sometimes let's boycott silently.
Right.
Let's boycott silently and then be loud over here for them.
Right.
Let's be loud for them. Because I ain't seen not one of them, and I think somebody said it, go on a black independent comic.
That's what Rob was doing until Fat Skeletor had the nerves to say something about him. Like, he was going into that realm of let me find black independent creators. Fat Skeletor. Hey, Orange Mound. Shut up. Shut up.
You gotta stop. Yeah.
But that's what he was doing. He was literally going finding independent black comics and letting it happen. And seeing what's up. So, you know what I mean? But somebody had to, no, he want to do that now because of
Blurdator.
Blurdator, yeah.
And Ernie put me on this one comic. It's an independent comic. But he doesn't do enough of that. Instead, now his whole thing is, I guess, trying to get it. Maybe DC didn't give him the inside job. You know what I'm saying? I don't see Frankie saying, and y'all know I can't stand Frankie, but Frankie got the inside job over there. And maybe Blurred wanted the inside. Ernie wanted that inside job, but didn't get it. They gave it to Frankie. And I don't think Frankie know what the hell she be talking about sometimes, but they gave it to Frankie. Right. You know what I'm saying? I think he wanted that job. Sure. That's what he wanted. He wanted to be the inside guy over there and didn't get it.
Yeah, DC saw him and said, none of that, Fat Skeletor. And he ran off. Until next time.
Lauren said, "What?"
I mean,
she's had some beef a while back.
Yeah, so
her and Ernie are the same person. They the same people.
Yeah, because she did the griff on.
Yeah. But the thing with her is, at least she's a female, or at least she's a woman being a feminist, real heavy into stuff like that, left leaning and all that, which ain't nothing wrong. If you want to lean left, cool. But sometimes when you go left until you like run off the board and fall down into, you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man. Y'all done went too far.
Yeah, but I don't care about nobody's political viewpoints and stuff like that. I don't care what side you lean on or whatever. Just don't lean too far where you miss the point. I don't care what side you on. I don't care how conservative you are. I grew up in a conservative household. My parents, like I said, my grandparents and all of them, my uncle,
like they not conservative. I don't know why black folks trying to act brand new all of a sudden.
Like my grandma was born in 1926. You don't think she was conservative?
Right.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, You know,
Yeah, she does. She does have media presence, Lauren. Look.
Yeah,
I think Frankie could go on and be, be a big, huge. Matter of fact, her and Blurred had a show. That's how I got introduced to Frank. Her, Blurred, and it was another guy, not the guy.
no, you talking about he was kind of.
They had a show.
He was part of the community.
I think he was.
No,
I think you might be right. This is a white. This is back. This had to been about. This is pre-pandemic, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is pre-pandemic. Damn, I can't remember his name, but they had a show, and that's how I got introduced to Frankie. And I thought she kept Blurred in check with some things. You know what I'm saying? With some stuff, but then I found out that she kind of don't know what she's talking.
So she was evil. Evil Lynn Skeletor. He circles all the way back. Evil Frank and Skeleton and Blurdator.
Right.
Yeah.
No, these you actually. T'Challa wasn't main. Remember, Dad wasn't even using T'Challa. But what I'm saying, as of right now, T'Challa is mainstream, and T'Challa isn't going. T'Challa just made $1 billion. T'Challa, the Black Panther IP isn't going anywhere. T'Challa might disappear, but the Black Panther IP, that's not going anywhere. They're going to figure out a way to put him or a Black Panther in a storyline or something like that. That's not going nowhere. Then they'll come back and revisit an ongoing. Same with Storm, even though this last Storm trash. But she's been with the X-Men since Giant Size X-Men, right? And probably was the big, huge selling point was Storm on it, I would say, when it comes to that. Hell, Banshee didn't sell that book. Look what Banshee
And Wolverine.
And Wolverine. But now, like you said, because of the MCU, yes, T'Challa is everywhere.
It put it in the zeitgeist of because I think he was known, but it put him in the zeitgeist of unknown people who are not followers of comics.
Yeah, right. Yeah, made him mainstream. He was saying he agreed. He was talking about the Canadian guy. The Canadian guys, wow. Chill is
y'all better leave Chill alone.
Chill is a trip, man. Chill is a trip. He a trip. Yeah, it's to me, it's silly to just only support popular characters. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like, I got I meant to bring him in here and start stacking. Like the Luke Cage Timeless book that came out last year. I want to say last year, the year before last. Dope ass story. Where he got the powers of the Hulk, Sentry, and all of this in him, Iron Fist, and he's fighting the dude is called the Knight, and he's a Inhuman, right? And he's fighting this dude, and the Knife is getting the best of him. They up in space fighting. Like, it's a dope, crazy ass story, man. Apocalypse is on Mars. The Knife ends up fighting Apocalypse, whoops Apocalypse ass. So now Apocalypse and Luke Cage got to team up to try to. It is a dope. Why would you not want to support something as dope as that? You know what I'm saying? But you keep trying to support Black. But the last 2 Black Panther stories have been ass. They've been ass. You know what I'm saying? They've been bad stories, but you want to, hey man, well, I'm keep supporting them. Why? They giving you bad stories. Night Thrasher book that came out 2 years ago. Dope story. What's my man? Was it Green Light with Silver Surfer? Like, it's some dope little small black stories that Marvel been kicking out. Y'all just ain't showing. Never mind. Keep going, bro.
I didn't say I'm letting you go.
I'm just saying. It's just
there. To me, there's again. I might not read every black comic book because I ain't got that type of money. I ain't got that type of money to read it from the big 2 like that. Just every black comic that's coming out. I might not even have time. But if I see something that I
get your library card, log in.
This is me. If I see something, just like what you like. If you want to support black comics, cool. You know what I'm saying? Also, at the same time, just don't support those black characters. Support the other black characters. You're gonna scream about supporting black characters. Let's support black characters that's not part of the big two. Also, if we're gonna get into the weeds of this thing, because that rabbit hole gets deep, is all I'm saying. You know, you can still scream. You could boycott, be like, hey, I don't like DC, but you know what I'm doing? I'm going to use this boycott to put my money and to tell you about these other black comic creators for these other black these other black companies. And I give you a prime example of this, and then we can kind of, you know, wrap this up with the Asian guy who just killed that kid and he ended up getting off. All I've seen on Twitter, I seen one video, and then I like that video, and it start popping up. Black-owned hair stores. You're like, you ain't got to. If you don't want to shop, if you want to boycott the Asian shops, cool. But here, come to my shop and come spend money with me.
Yeah,
I'm all black. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to. Oh yeah, I'm a boycott, but here's where I'm gonna put my money at.
right.
Are we doing that? That's the only thing. Other than that, I don't know.
Runtime, I'm with you. If they did a Invincible like, and it ain't even, you know, a series like that, that's crazy. That'd be crazy. Yeah, man. I'm that, and I said that, and this is I used to tell my homeboy this. When it comes to us and boycotting, I said it's not the '60s no more, where we had the alternatives that we had, where we actually had black. What we do, but we don't support the black alternatives that we actually have. So I always say, you know, it's not gonna last because we don't have that alternative. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "What you mean?" I said, "When we did that bus boycott back in the day, guess who had buses? We did. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't have to ride their bus. We didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we can always, when instead of going to the white-owned establishment, we had our own establishments to go to. And I think after we did all that with civil rights and stuff like that, I think that's what hurt us. Once we integrated, we got rid of our own stuff. We got rid of it.
So we had no alternative.
So now the alternative is gone. It's gone. I say that. But
I
every
even
black
say
comic is a must-read material. You're right, these two. Some of that
right,
stuff
it's not.
Is bad, ain't it? And y'all heard me last week talk about Eric July. That is a horrible. That is not good. I don't care what nobody. Oh, it's Eric July. Blah. I don't care how much money he made. It's not good product. It's not. It's not.
I hate when we equate the amount of money somebody made with quality product. If I put gold over a pile of doo-doo, it's still a pile of doo-doo with gold on top of it. That's it. You might think it's valuable until you crack it open. You know.
That's facts, man. That's facts.
So my that's all. That's the only thing that I'm saying is that I believe that there is way more independent black comics creators out there. You just got to go find them.
They say, but I'm reaching for the gold.
Yeah, with a whole lot of doo doo in it. You know what I mean? But that's just how I feel. You know, there's a lot that you could go and look at, and those are there if you want them. If not, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like I said, when I went to Comic-Con, there was plenty independent, from all races, but there's independent comics all over the place. You know what I'm saying? I'm not leading anything. I'm leading the Blurtator. As a matter of fact, I'm about to go get my scepter ring right now. Give me a hood and a purple outfit. I'm gonna come out and be Blurtator.
I am thinking about doing because I want to link back. Nah, I ain't.
You want to do a boycott?
I was thinking about maybe me and Chill doing the show where because I'm like, Chill, why you ain't reviewing no comics? That's another thing too. Like y'all talking about y'all ain't even talking about comics. You know what I'm saying? So I want to get Chill back in his element of reviewing or talking about comics, man. Because Chill is just so funny to me. I said, man, what about Spawn? He said, oh, he wear a mask. Oh, damn. There ain't no damn.
You can't win.
I said, all right, Phil, you good, man. You got it, brother. You got it. Phil said he wear a mask. He ain't black because he got the mask on.
I mean,
Damn.
the brother is just as black as you could possibly get.
I say,
Topic
damn.
Farley wasn't playing by Spawn.
Man,
Yeah.
Spawn is my favorite. He might be my favorite black kid. Damn sure ain't Frank. He might be my favorite black character.
Right at this moment right now, I'm not gonna hold you. I haven't bought comics in so long for the simple fact they took my local comic shop. I gotta
That's what I'm
go.
trying to tell you. Get you a library card, download the Hoopla app. That you can read comics from there, man. And that money that the library basically pays, especially with like independent comics.
Oh, they pay
They
for them.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
So it's like having a subscription service, but it's through the library. And you know, library is free for you, but the library or the state or whoever your city, whatever, they're paying for the fee of things. So yeah,
Right.
That's the best. That way you're not going to watch it at Blackbuster or read it at Blackbuster.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
they said what? My man said we just out here pirating anyway.
Yeah, he said,
That's the only reason because I like physical copies.
yeah. But I'm saying, you know, yeah, Hoopla. It's HOOPLA, Hoopla. If you got a library card, you should be able to log into Hoopla and use that library card, and you can rent movies, you can rent books, you can do comics, all types of stuff like that. So yeah.
Hey, D Stizzle, what's Falcon's daddy name? Ain't he Jamaican? Wasn't he originally Jamaican?
Falcon's daddy. Y'all going deep. Falcon,
Exactly.
his dad, like his dad is named Frank too, ain't it? Like they are.
every we saw every black
All
black
the black
character's
dads is
daddy's
Frank.
name is Frank.
Frank.
We got Frank Wilson.
But
We got
you know what though? I get the ref. The ref is 60. And I didn't think about it. He a dad. He not only is a dad, he probably a granddad. He like, where the dads at? Where the granddaddy at?
I feel him though.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not even mad at him about
I'm
that.
not.
And I got the Children of Blood and Bone on I got the physical books on them.
So I just think it was I think that whole situation, the way he made, you know what I'm saying? Like the way he presented that whole thing when it came to like, because he like was bashing the film because Frank wasn't in it. And it's like, but they didn't, it's not set up for that to even matter. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my whole thing. Like, does it even matter that Frank, that she didn't, and then the mother, blah. Yeah, it's, if you want to say, hey, this is a feminist fever dream or whatever, and where the dude's at, you can say that. Like, I'm cool, say that. But like, Frank didn't even matter in the damn book. He didn't matter in the book. Yes, she had a daddy, but did it matter to the story of Monica? Other than that, her daddy was a cop, so she wanted to be a cop too. Other than that,
all right,
we find out that he makes
gonna
the
be
best.
a clip. You going all right? You gonna
You can clip it.
I was about to say you can be going. You can walk around Florida. And next thing you know,
He popping up.
man, pop up.
He can pop up.
We're talking about
Look,
Frank again, huh?
I tried to have a talk with him. He didn't want to talk. You know, he
You ain't
wanted to
talking
play
his
victim.
language.
Well, I don't speak victim, bro. I just don't speak victim. I don't speak victim. Nobody did anything.
I was
to
about
him.
to say jive
Or jive. I don't speak jive.
I speak jive.
You speak jive? I don't speak victim, man. So I can't. If you want to have if you know what I'm saying, I came to him trying to have a conversation. He wanted to act like somebody pissed in his Cheerios or something. It's like, dog, nah, bro. I'm good. Even D Real was like, let's hit a man out. Let's hit a man out. I don't know. It's what it
I don't know, but thank you to JD Informant because New York is, I mean, San Antonio is up by 7 right now. So
I mean, it makes sense for them to take it. It makes. I said they would do. They'd go in the game 6. It's too much money involved. They're going 6.
Yeah, you sound like my coworker. It was like it's way too much money for them not to go almost 7 games. Because I was like,
6.
I
But
was
New
like,
York
it would
will win
surprise me. Yeah, I was
New-
like, it doesn't surprise me if New York don't sweep them. He was like, it's too much money. It's too much
Too
money.
much money. Too much money.
Too much money.
Too much money. Orange is bad luck. Did he actually show up? I know they was talking about him coming to the game. Dang. Stephen A said that he's being narcissistic and selfish.
I don't even give a. Jeez, I don't even guess. Wait a minute. You said regardless, I find CM problematic. Who's CM?
Captain Marvel.
Oh, it
I
went beyond. It went beyond the that movie went beyond that. It's a lot of bad editing, non-backstory. It's a lot of other nuances in that movie that's beyond Frank that need to be brought up. That's just a part of it. But that ain't the end all be all. That's like 1%. There's a lot of problems with that movie.
You know what, Drake? I think the issue was when it came to that is we were critiquing the film. We was critiquing the film. He was trying to lead like the next Black Panther movement and start free breakfast and all this for people who like that's what
now I sound like what's I sound like Skeletor.
You know what I'm saying? We were just trying to critique the film. And if one of the critiques was about, her not having a father, that's cool. But that ain't how it went. You know what I'm saying? All we did was try to critique the film. That's it. All we did was critique the film. He came that next day and said, all y'all who watched it. And I'm like, well, did you watch the movie? Because for him to always say he don't watch this stuff, he always know about these damn movies, man. He always know about it. Now, if he watching it on Blockbuster, cool. But don't act like you don't want to watch these movies because they are Marvel properties or whatever. Because if I didn't want to watch it, I'm not taking the time to find it on Blockbuster. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I got Disney Plus and didn't watch a couple of these Marvel things on Disney Plus. I didn't watch Marvel Zombies. You know what I'm saying? I watched Eyes of Wakanda because I want to talk bad about Ryan Coogler.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? But if you don't want to watch something, you wouldn't go out your way to, because finding
finding decent stuff to watch is a chore anyway.
It's
let
a
alone
chore.
going out your way to crap on something.
Right. Or like I said, getting on the high seas, jumping in the boat to get on the high seas to find that stuff. Nah, man. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
All right. All righty. Captain Marvel got the Rambo family horribly wrong. Mascot and Nick Fury said, and what I said, it's way more wrong than just that.
Mhm.
It's a lot wrong with that movie. You know what I'm saying? But it is also up to you if you want to support that and continue to watch it. At the end of the day, it's up to you if you want to watch it. And just my thing is, don't watch it. Don't buy it. Don't buy the product. Don't watch it. Don't give it no legs on nothing.
Don't act.
You know what I mean?
Older than that.
But yeah.
Don't act like you're too big. Even the Black Panther stuff. If you, I ain't watching the movie, but you still buying the toy. I don't get it. Like, I don't understand. You still buying the action figures, but you not. I don't know. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. And Jay, I'm put you in timeout, brother. We don't speak about Wonder Man over here. Hey, Jay love Wonder Man, boy.
It ain't nothing wrong with it. I honestly,
Nah, it ain't
honestly,
nothing wrong with it.
I got to the point where like what you like.
Yeah, nah.
If I don't like it, you know what I'm
We can have
saying?
fun though.
It's like,
I'm gonna have
yeah,
fun with you.
it ain't gonna hurt your feelings. You know what I'm
But
saying?
see,
I just don't like it.
yeah, it's just man. I'm just all about having. We can have a different opinions, and we can
Yeah,
have fun with
and
our
keep it
different. You know what
cordial
I'm saying? And keep it,
and,
yeah, like we can laugh.
and
That's
keep it
what
G.
That's what it should be. You know what I'm saying? Damn, you like Drake? That shit was horrible, and we can, you know what I'm saying, laugh about
Yeah,
you.
we
Like
go.
that's what it should be as
Mhm.
men.
But when you
Shouldn't-
operate outside of that,
Yeah.
you're not.
Lawrence, I don't know why people hate watch. We have limited time on Earth. You can spend it doing something.
Hey, look. Sugar Free said you at the same time of the day as Michael Jackson and chose to be nobody.
He did say
That-
that. Sugar Free, the Pomona's finest.
Sugar Free the pimp said you got the same amount of time in the day as Michael Jackson. You chose to be nobody. So that'll tell you what people do out here. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to all the new the people who came and watched my live this morning. That live
you had
came
some new
like
people on there.
yeah, that live came late because I was watching it and I was like, yo, I can, man. You know what I'm saying? And right now, that's one of my highest watched lives so far. So far, I got 1 point. I got 50, a little over because it's not showing me all the analytics, but it's showing me over 1,700 people watched that video. Wow, so
You
far.
should have had Tina. You need to sit down with Tina. Tina's on the opposite end of that, and I was like, Tina, what? How are you believing? I said, you let this Netflix doc get you?
I'm
And
not.
she was like,
I'm
no,
not,
I was already on that side, but I was like, no, Tina, no.
I'm not in the mood to convince nobody nothing. I'm just being honest with you. I'm not.
Because that dude that Geraldo was going after. Because I said, Tina, do you even remember the trial in the 05 trial? She was like, no, I was too busy being outside. I said, Tina, if you would have seen that trial, you would know that was just a sham of a anything.
Yeah, I mean, she said something about Stephon Diggs court case. The girl clearly lying, and she was like, well, he might have did something. I'm like, don't do that. That's not fair. There's so much evidence that's out there that points to this woman lying. Don't just also say, well, he might have did something. You know what I'm saying? Because then, that'll also make it seem like then they're just all black men are guilty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, you can't do that. One of the biggest lives, it's nowhere close. It's nowhere close because that live I did when Jonathan was on ABC, I had 20,000 views off of that in like an hour. It was crazy. So no, it's not the biggest, but it's one of the biggest I've had so far.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This year, as far as lives, it's the biggest live I've had this year that people are coming in there and watching this. So,
that's
what I mean by that.
And it's a lot. The thing is, it's a lot more of people debunking those, some of those people who was because even starting with when you think about the Finding Neverland doc, they debunked that like, you know what I'm saying, hella easy, and that's what
right.
I was like, Tina, she was like, oh, you think they all lying? Like, Tina, this ain't about whether they lying or not. It's about Wade Robinson didn't get what he wanted at the end, so he turned. And hate to say it, Michael Jackson is an easy mark. He's an easy target.
That's why I'm saying he's a lick.
You know what I'm saying?
I was like, he's a walking lick. That's what I was talking about this morning. I was like, you know what I was like, if you're in the hood, you know what a walking lick is.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Real easy target, man. And so yeah, you got to think the biggest person in the world, very open,
Fair. You're not touching kids, and you're open.
Yeah, very open, very very open. It's letting people come in and out of Neverland,
Right.
families and all types of stuff like that, just in and out. But he and there doing that with, come on, man, that don't even make sense. Michael Jackson,
Right.
the guy bigger than Jesus, Michael Jackson. This is the guy who's doing it.
Right. And like I said, with Tina, I'm not about to sit up here and just go back and forth with Tina. If Tina believes that, Tina has all right and reason to believe it. I'm like, the evidence shows the contrary. You know what I'm saying? But she has a right. She also has the right to believe that. You know, if you get into a debate with me, we could go into the actual court case. And what did the court case? What did 14 white folks say? I mean, the jury.
He said that didn't
You know
matter.
what I mean?
I said, Tina, Santa Monica County. Have you been to Santa Monica, Tina?
Dude, yeah, my brother's in trying to get to Santa Monica right now. It
Have
is,
you
boy,
been
it's a lot of snow, especially in 93. There's a whole lot, you know, or 2005, there's a whole lot of snow.
Come on,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? And
I said this ain't in, you know, LA County when they did OJ trial. This is
right.
fun.
Yes. But
White
again,
women were on the
but a lot of it, we just talked about, doesn't a lot of people who say this type of stuff don't dwell into the facts. They dwell into the emotion. Why was he around these kids? Why does he have these children coming to his house? Why is he sleeping with kids? Why with kids? And that is dealt with drama. And again, I was very, very, very open and very transparent about my life. I've been a victim of SA. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand why people were coming from. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, what is the nuance? What is the actual facts?
Yeah.
Because a man that big with that many people, and they talking about like he a criminal mastermind. Michael Jackson couldn't sit down, let alone be a mastermind of any of that. He too busy.
I said, did you hear the when they played the tape of the boy? And she was like, yeah. I said, what boy talks like that? What boy uses that terminology to describe what happened to him?
Exactly. And we act like people don't get coached. We act like people don't get people don't get extorted. You know what I'm saying? People don't got evil intentions. If you think everybody's bad, then you're bad. I'm sorry. That's the way I look at it. If you think everybody's bad, what the hell are you looking at yourself? Because you know what I mean? And I know America is real effed up when it comes to stuff like that. There's a lot of kids that's not being protected. That's why I have a problem with Ray Robertson. That's why I have a problem with these people going after Michael Jackson, keep having these allegations, because real victims ain't getting justice. Right. Real victims have to live with this for the rest of their lives. You know, while the person that did it gets to live their life all willy-nilly and free. And there is no coming back and saying, well, this person needs to go to jail. That don't happen to the normal person.
And you know,
so
what's
y'all
crazy
can miss me with that.
Is Wade Robson and Chep Cut or whatever dude's name is, Slap Check. Y'all lost. Mike is dead and gone. So what real, even let's say it, y'all keep doing this. There is no justice to be had from a dead. At least in my mind, there's no justice to be had from a dead man.
Right. There's nothing.
You're gonna get
tarnish his name.
Right. So you tarnish it, but he dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like he walking around and they gonna be he can't get a job anymore or something like that. I mean, in the court of law, you couldn't do double jeopardy anyway. So what's the use of, oh, well, you sure? He ain't running around here with kids. Y'all just want to make him something that he's not. And that happens to a lot of black men. So that's a little bit why I had an issue. And you know what I'm saying? Because it's starting to happen to black men. Black men do something that's outside of what people trying to tell black men to be. But if Michael Jackson was out here giving joy to the kids, you know, the man was a burn victim. He's up in the
But this is what he was doing, going to the hospitals. What are your local celebrities? What's Beyonce? Is Beyonce going to the children's home and passing out toys to the children? I'm just being honest. This is what this guy was doing. He created a fantasy land so children from the inner city, outer city, whoever city could come there, enjoy animals, rides, candy, movies, whatever, cartoons. You could just be a child. And then
who was
he
that?
could see.
Who was that in your, not bad? Who was that in your chat this morning talking about? I forgot who that was. He's a regular. I just can't think his name, but he was saying how the kid said that they slept in the bed together. Yeah, that's what it was. That they were sleeping in the bed. I was like, what? No, that's not how it happened. That's not.
It's just like this idiot was talking about the guy from the that Geraldo was checking, talking about it was over 100 times he slept in the bed with him. Over 100 for a guy who was still performing, a guy who was still known. Over 100. Okay, all right. Where was his parents?
Yeah, over 100. And
yeah,
then what was so funny was I was too busy trying to exonerate myself and clear my name. And I'm like, wait, clear your name from what, brother? what did you do?
You see what I'm saying? It's like I had a family member who was doing that. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Then why don't you tell that to the judge?
Mm-hmm.
When the judge says, I can't find anything on this guy, we're going to exonerate him, that's the end of the story. But again, when you're black, especially when you're a black man, you're still guilty. And a lot of people from a lot of different communities look at us as we're just guilty. And they say little sly wink stuff to make us still feel guilty. But don't put that same energy and same pressure on nobody else. But when it comes to black men, I don't like it. That's why I just shut up. I just shut up most of the time, because if I argue about it, then I'm operating contrary. If I'm gonna stand on my belief, I stand on my belief. I ain't gotta argue with it. I ain't gotta nothing. But just don't continue to just disrespect black men like this. You know what I'm saying? Especially ones who are totally exonerated. Well, I said totally exonerated. You see what I mean? Get more evidence. Is what he say on Training Day? It's not what you know, Jake. Is what you could prove. Can't prove it, then he's innocent. Period. Point blank.
Yeah.
I ain't got to argue no more.
And I ain't trying to beat up on Tina, but Tina said something that kind of stuck with me. She was like, because I was like, well, he was proven innocent. She was like, no, he was acquitted. And I'm like,
he wasn't acquitted. He was exonerated. He wasn't acquitted.
Like, no, he was found not guilty on
all 14 charges. That's a clean sweep.
And I'm like, what? Are you saying that just because you want the man to have for it to be like something? Even you know, because me and her, we covered the Diddy trial a lot together. Me, her, Lauren Victoria Bird.
Pam. Yeah. What's up, Pam? Too. Shout out to Sister Pam.
Even with that, it's like she just wanted Diddy to go. And I'm like, what? This stuff, I'm like, a lot of this stuff don't make sense for the charges. I'm like, is he guilty of something? Yes. But are we charging him for Cassie being beat up, or are we charging him for this?
Yeah.
And I kept saying, I said, this Rico is not going to stick. Yes, it is. He deserves it. And I'm like, no. And guess what? It didn't. You know what I'm saying? It didn't. They dropped it. Had to find him on something else.
Like I said, it's the amount of energy people put towards black. I knew this boy was gonna leave his deodorant, but it's the amount of energy people put towards black men to make them guilty. It's the way that it's the energy that comes out of it. You see what I mean? It's not even. I just feel people's energy, and when they talk about black men, it's just like we can't win. No matter what we do, no matter what we say, no matter we got to go to court and prove our innocence. Even when we do, well, you might have did something, and I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair, because even when I, you could point out, well, the people in this case were lying, and here's where they lied at. Here's A, B, and C. Well, he might have did something. Why he got the kids in the house? Or he might have did something. Well, why does he have the chef in there Why he probably had a relationship with her. What does that have to do with what happened that day?
Right.
It
And my
has
thing
nothing to
is,
do with what happened to that day.
once these people, these witnesses, once they found lying, I don't need that. That's it. Like,
That's it. Yeah, there's nothing else. There's
and
nothing
you
else.
know what? They didn't even. It go back to what's on that Meg Thee Stallion. When she got up there and lied on about being intimate with Tory Lanez on national TV in front of millions of people. Yeah,
You
I'm gonna look
lied.
at you sideways. You a liar now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Well,
you
just because she
lied.
lied about that don't mean true. You absolutely right. But my instinct gonna be, why'd she have to lie about that? That she didn't have to lie about that.
Nope, because she lied about that makes me think now that she'll lie about anything.
Did you lie about anything? Because that was a lie that you didn't even. It ain't like that was gonna be a make or break thing, like you was about to go to jail or money was taken away from you or somebody about to come out the back and beat you up or something. Like, there was no reason to lie about that. That wasn't gonna hurt your brand or nothing. You a hot girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
You a hot girl. Everybody know that you was with Tory.
And this is why I don't get with the believe all women. I was most definitely on board with LV Burke when she was like all this what you call that, the believe all women, all of this stuff is no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna believe none of you, Nick. I'm sorry, I ain't gonna believe none of y'all. You know what I mean? Until I get evidence. Once the evidence comes up, and there's no way to dispute that. Again, Michael Jackson was investigated by the FBI. The FBI destroyed the Black Panther Party and showed a lot of integral black parties. You know what I'm saying? That was coming around, infiltrated them, destroyed them from within, not from the top, from within. And I'm supposed to believe and then now y'all want me to believe Michael Jackson did all of this after being investigated. And don't think that FBI didn't have plants in there. Don't think that none of these.
But that's the thing, Dre. If they wanted to get him, they could have.
They set him up.
Right? How easy? Because I always said this. This is. I said, Tina, I'm into conspiracy theories. I said, but I don't think this is far fetched. I said everything that was going on around that time. I said they knew that the case failed because they didn't want the case to go all the way. They just wanted Michael Jackson to be scared. They wanted to shake Michael up. They wanted to basically set him up to try to take his publishing or whatever. I said this was an inside job like that. That's why this case didn't make sense. That's why it failed, because it wasn't supposed to win. This wasn't supposed to be a winnable case.
He was supposed to use the money that he was paying all these lawyers, sell off his publishing or whatever, so he could settle off his debt. Because that's eventually what happened. He had they sold the publishing after he died to cover a lot of his debt after death.
Right. But even then, I think Snoop was telling the story how during that time he called Mike and asked Mike.
Well, yeah, when Mike was alive. I'm talking about when Mike was alive, he was still cool. He had debt, but he was still cool. We're talking about after he died.
Called him, yada yada yada. And Mike was like,
"Yes, I got $1 million for you." And Mike was like, "Nah, cuz, I don't need that, cuz."
Like on the set, on neighbors, I got money.
He was like, I just let them know I ain't got no money. I got money. Don't trip. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
So yeah, man, it's. I feel you on. You know what I'm saying? Being a black man, it is. You guilty, even after proven innocent.
Bro, I put, and this is the last thing because we're gonna wrap it up because my allergies is killing me right now. But so I posted a little video or whatever. It's just all this montage of black men, just kind of going through, listening to what black women had to say or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That they don't need black men and this, that, and about black men. You know what I'm saying? And all this and all of that. And it never fails when a black man is saying, look, this is just too much for me. There's gonna be a sister that's come in and say, well, black women go through yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? Or you need to talk to more black men because right now I'm just dealing with what's going on in this life, how people are doing us. But let's switch everything I'm doing and let's talk about what we not doing. Like,
Right. Nah. Yeah, I seen. I was on TikTok and I seen a girl. She said she posted up something about black men, and all the women got in her comments and said, "Well, what about black women?" And she was like, "I didn't. This wasn't a post for black women. This was a post bigging up black men." And so she started a whole thing. She was like, "You know what? I want to see something." So every time she would post something about black men or what she said, I forgot what the post was, but the black women came back or women came back and said, "No, you need to thank your mama." Yeah, that's what it was. She was thanking her daddy for being a good man. And they came in and said, "No, you need to thank your mama for finding that good man." And she was like, "You know what? I'm done. I can't even do this with y'all no more." I was like, "That's crazy. That is wild." Jay,
and then they wonder why black men are quiet. This is the reason why I'm saying this, because this is Men's Mental Health Month. That's why a lot of black men are quiet. That's why a lot of black men don't say nothing. That's why a lot of black men go outside of masculinity and take that 15 seconds of pain that they're feeling, and they harm people because we don't have an outlet, because nobody wants to listen. Not saying everybody, there's a lot of people who don't want to listen to that, because that's not what a lot of non-men telling what men is supposed to be, especially in the black community. So I don't know.
Jay, I answered that question. Why didn't he hit him with the defamation? What am I gonna get? What am I gonna get? You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, it doesn't. I spend money to make them do what? Especially back then. Shut up. Like, social media wasn't a big thing back then, so it wasn't like they was doing anything that was really gonna. You know what I'm saying? So
this
even
was
with the whole,
too.
I mean, but you can't. I mean, you could have to prove it with the media. I'm pretty sure they had all their bases covered, because that was actual real media back then. You know what I'm saying? It was more allegations. You know, they would use the word allegations or could have done things of that nature. You know, so it's hard to. Defamation is one of the hardest things to prove, for one thing. Cardi B got lucky. Cardi B got lucky with Tasha K, because Tasha K just wouldn't shut up, and all Cardi B
is going after. Tasha K is going after Shannon real hard right now. No Diddy.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be another lawsuit. Like, some people just need it, and she's just hard headed. I think she's just hard headed, but yeah, she got lucky with even Meg got lucky with Milagro. It might be a little bit easier today. Maybe it's a little bit easier today, but those two things, because no, that was that defamation that Meg sued Milagro for. I know Cardi sued defamation is hard, man, and I'm Michael Jackson. I can't get no money from him. Like, what am I getting from Wade Robson? He ain't got nothing for me to get. What am I getting from Shellback or whatever the other dude is? He ain't got no money for me to get, man. Like,
nope.
That's the whole thing of even NDA. Somebody told me this. It was a lawyer that told me this. You signing the NDA, right, benefits you more than it'll benefit the rich person or whoever that person is. Because let's say I signed this NDA and I go off and I see all the crazy stuff that's going on in your life, and then I come back and talk about it, even though I'm not supposed to talk about it because of the NDA. What they finna sue me for?
Right.
I broke the NDA, and what you gonna do about it? You see what I'm saying? Now the rich person got to go through all of the lawyers and money and all this, that, and the third. What you gonna get? You ain't gonna get nothing from me. You see what I'm saying? So and once you start doing that, now what I said about you can come to light in the court. You see what I'm saying? And there's some stuff, that's the reason why I was an NDA in the first place. So it be stuff like that. Tina said they ain't got no publishing to get.
Right.
They say take everything, even the pet fish. But is it that, Jay, you right. You can. Now, if you want to go hard like that, you can. my thing is, do you want to spend the money on something that's only gonna last a week, 2 weeks? You know what I'm saying? Especially in today's the way the news cycle move. But yeah, Dre, I see you over there ready. You like, come on, man, Blue, shut up, let's go.
No, my eyes are itching. My allergies are kicking my behind right now. My son's dog was over here, and that hair. Oh, God's making my eyes itchy.
Yeah, my son is he got allergies too. He be going over his friend's house and they got like 3 dogs. And he'll come back, face all jacked up, puffy. He barely like, man, what's wrong with you?
Barely can't breathe. I need to clean my car because I took him home. He's a little chug, so I took him home or whatever, and now I got animal hair all in my car, and it was killing me driving home before I got on the show. Golly, so I gotta go clean my car before I get too late. But yeah, man, like I said, with a lot of this stuff, it's people gonna believe what they want to believe, and that's fair. They can believe it. I'm not gonna argue about it. The facts are the facts. So as long as the facts and stuff like that are out here, I'm talking about factual documentation, not what I feel, I don't care. I don't care whether you're a referee or you're Skeletor. It don't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. But Blue, what you got coming up, bro? What you got coming up this week? Or are you still recovering?
Nah, I mean, yes, I feel a little bit better today, man. I actually got a chance to walk around today and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get back into it. Hopefully, I get a call tomorrow to go and finish shooting the last. I've been trying to finish this film, get it done.
The one film you've been talking about?
Yeah, man. Try to get this done so I can be done and it ain't hanging over me. You know what I'm saying? So trying to get that finished because he said if the one guy he had went to the dentist, so he said if he ain't in pain tomorrow, he'll be able to show up and do what he got to do. So if not, then I'm be like, damn, because I'm just tired of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready for it to be over with. So other than that, man, I'll be back at it, man. And I'm thinking about my homegirl hit me up and she wants to do a podcast. So I'm thinking about starting a whole new channel and doing a podcast, doing a little something with her, and that'll be every 2 weeks we do something. So be on the lookout. This week I might put her on the show just to work on like compatibility and stuff like that to see if she really want to do something like this. So we'll see.
Oh, for sure. Get her on here so we can chop it up.
Okay. Yep. We'll
get her on here because then that'll get her skills down too.
Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna lie, sometimes when you first get on, you thinking too much. You gotta look at the camera. You gotta look at the chat. You gotta think about your thoughts. You be thinking too much. So yeah, get around so we can chop it up. But yeah, that's what's up. Of course, tomorrow, Scary Movie 6, non-spoiler review. I actually got some filming. Yeah, I actually got some filming that I'm doing this weekend too.
Okay.
I'm doing a guy's promo set. And I told him I'm gonna do him a Netflix style docu look for about 3 minutes, like how somebody sits down, hey, I'm so and so, you know what I'm saying, but with that Netflix type of feel to it. And then I got to go home, edit it, all of that, get it, you know what I'm saying, get all the B-roll footage, put it together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm doing that this weekend, so yeah, that's what I'm doing. But I am about to be writing. I actually started Powerless Beginnings. I actually started need to get a character list. You know what I'm saying? So we're going a little backwards. I need to get the character list because what I want to do is after I'm done with Powerless or whatever, start a Country Wayne style where we doing characters from the shorts, where we doing individual storylines for those particular people going forward. You know what I'm saying? So you can film it on the phone, all of that stuff, upload it later, get these people the people who want to be a part of this. Hey, look, this is what's gonna happen after we're done with this, or if you're cool with this, let's continue this and we'll get together, a Saturday or something like that. We film 5 or 6 different skits, you know what I'm saying, and we put them in the barrel. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I don't know if I'm gonna do another channel to do that, so I don't confuse the algorithm with this. But yeah, most definitely gonna go to Facebook too. So man, Country Wayne put it out there. You're like, hey man, I'm doing this on my phone, and I'm doing
Yeah.
it, so much that they're trying to steal my idea. Why not we all try to get some of that pot? Let's get
Right.
some of that money. You know what I'm saying? So especially people want powerless. I give you powerless, all right. So let's continue to do it. Let's get it together. So yeah, that's what I got.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Let's-
That's dope.
Yeah. So I'm about to get up out of here because it's almost 11 o'clock. So I just noticed, and I ain't ate. I've been eating chocolate covered peanuts. That ain't chicken. So let's get up out of here, man. It's a robot chicken. I haven't heard that in a lot. Oh, he's behind.
Keep behind. Yeah. Well, I think he going back. he ain't heard that a long time.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Let's get up out of here, man. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of the Blerd AF. Of course, make sure that you go and check out Bluminati if you haven't subscribed to the channel. If you're new to this channel, go and check out Bluminati and see what he got. Of course, you know your man Drake Mack will be back in the morning, so make sure you got your notifications on so you never miss one of my live streams in the morning ever. Or make sure you got the notifications on for Blue too, because he'll pop up.
Yeah.
He'll pop up. He'll have a set, and then he'll be like, man, Blue Live, man, it been plenty of time like Blue Live when I'm at work. And I can't stream nothing because this is quite straight trash. Internet straight trash, so I can't even watch it. I be watching some of it freeze. I'm like, you know what? And now I'm looking like my man Dwayne chatting in the chat, and it's almost over with. I'm at the beginning. So yeah,
man.
So we're gonna get up out of here, man. Again, thank you so very much for tuning in. We're gonna catch you on the other side, the flip side. Peace and vibe hour, man. Enjoy your rest of your Monday, man. Where is the outro at? Because I'm cold and the aerosol. I'm freezing right now. But you already know, man. We gotta go. Let's go.